Shout out to Tom McDonald, yo. Speaking some real facts. If y'all don't know, they just recently, passed that law. I was talking about it last year, and a lot of people didn't want to talk about it. So it looks like, now apparently they're going to be automatically registering our kids for the military, the army, the navy, the marines. So if y'all don't know about that, go check it out. It will be a part of one of the TikTok videos that we react to, which we're about to get started on. Shout out to Tom McDonald, yo. Speak some real shit, yo. I gotta make sure that y'all because I don't know if anybody's in the chat right now, but let me see if my mic is working. Let's get started on. Shout out. Yep, my mic is working. Yo, Tom McDonald has been exposing shit for a while. It was a point in time where Tom McDonald almost, got a lot of heat. Like they went after him. They really, really went after him. So like I really do pray for Tom McDonald the same way I pray for Papa Doug for all that they do. Real shit. They've been exposing Hollywood. They've been exposing the industry. They've been exposing the government. They've been exposing everything, and paying attention. See, there are those that are woke, and there are those that are awake. I mean, take it however you want to take it. But let's get started on these TikTok videos, y'all. And y'all are more than welcome. Like a shorty says all the time, these are open panels. Anybody is more than welcome to speak, react. Give me 1 second because my mouse broke, so I'm using this damn pad on my laptop, which gets on my damn nerves. Am I sharing the screen? No, I'm not. Oh, yes, I am. What the hell? I'm tripping. All right, y'all. So we're going to get this John started. That's not how I want the screen. I want me to look very tiny. Come to the bottom, baby. Here we go. All right, let's react. Let's react. Here we go. Here we go, baby. So y'all need to wake up. Look, listen, man. A while back, I spoke about the foods, right? A lot of people took it as a joke. I told a lot of y'all, listen, man. They passed this bill. Everybody was focused on how the submarine sunk and everything, but while we was focused on that, right underneath our noses, right underneath our noses, they passed them bills. Now we got fake foods in the markets. Half the food you buy is real, half the food you buy is fake. So you have to watch what you buy in these markets, because what you're eating basically ain't nothing but air and ink. Let's be real. Like y'all notice when y'all wash the chicken, there's no blood. When y'all cook it, there's no blood. It's like when you washing the chicken, all you see is ink. It's like some pink ink. And I know I'm not tripping. And I haven't really been eating meat for a while. Like I'm used to it. Shit, call me a rabbit and give me a salad. Shit. Hold on. Why don't you want to play?
Y'all, look at this. It's time to go vegan. It's time to go vegan. Let's rinse it off. Let's get. That's all we did. Do a little rinse off. That ain't real chicken. You can't tell me that's real chicken.
That ain't real chicken. Look at the left.
Is it just me? Where's my organic lettuce wrapped?
You got to feed the dog, lady.
Do you see the plastic right there?
You can see it. You could feel it. You could taste it when you bite into it.
I've never seen my edges of my lettuce look like that.
You guys, there is no way that's 80/20. There's no way.
Look at the ground beef. I be telling people you can tell when you cook that shit. Listen,
I think my grocery bill.
I'm in North Philadelphia, right? 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I bought some chicken off of Cousin Supermarket right here on Fifth Street, right? I threw the whole thing away. I threw 10 pounds of chicken breast away because while I was washing the chicken breast, the John was shredding. Like that John grossed me out. And all the listen, man, I get grossed out easy. Like I said, let's call me a rabbit and give me some salad. I don't give a fuck what the fucked up part about it. Let me stop cursing. The messed up part about it is that now Even the vegetables, the fruits, they're not real. You got rubbery bananas, watermelons with no seeds, like the mangoes. A lot of these stuff is not real fruits, and people are still going out to buy it. Like, yo, I be telling everybody, y'all better learn how to plant and garden. You gonna have to start growing your food real soon. Y'all, while y'all fighting to see on which side you in, the right or the left, guess what? They're giving it to us with no Vaseline.
Walmart, and this is the hamburger. But you guys, it's not. Y'all remember when hamburgers used to have literally the red lines and the white hat? Like, it feels like food sandwich. Like, what are they doing?
Look at this shit. The magnet that I got from here. It's the Great Value Chicken.
I'm also trying to cook this steak. That's look like steak.
Tenderized lab meat. Ain't that some, yo, tenderized lab meat? I can't. I can't.
Look at this bacon and potato in the oven and it exploded all over my oven. Thank goodness I had a liner. Look, empty. Completely empty. Potatoes don't do this, guys. They're giving us fake food. Look at this.
Y'all, look at this. It's time to go vegan.
So if y'all ain't been checking your food out in the markets, I suggest y'all do, cause I know I do, especially after what I went through when I bought that chicken breast here at Cousin Supermarket on Fifth Street. Man, I check everything, labels and all.
Chicano is spelled Xicano. Chicano, not CH. Okay, that's Chicano,
I
and it
know.
comes from a man. Some say he was a real man. Some say he was a spiritual guide, right, through visions, named Meshi, and we were his people, the people of the land, people of the earth, made of carbon, the sun, the sun gazers, the ones that get their energy from the sun and the earth. Okay, named after Mexicano. Later on, Chicano. That's our people. Okay, all of a sudden, that definition knocks the Salvadorians out, the anybody that claimed to be Chicano right here, it knocks them out the box. You know, because it's
He
a
a crip.
bloodline. The Mexica,
Is it a
not
crip? I think
Aztec.
it's,
That
yeah, a crip. Crip wear the blue,
we didn't call each
the
other
Bloods
Aztec.
wear the red.
It was Mexica. Okay, this person got so bothered. I had no idea that he got so bothered by that. You know, he really believed in the movie Blood In, Blood Out.
Mm.
Chicano's not the way you this and that. It's the way you think and the way you live.
You know what's crazy? I've never watched that movie Blood In and Blood Out, but they've been mentioning that movie so much that I'm about to watch it. I don't know if it's good, I don't know if it's not, but a lot of people are on that movie. You know what messes me up in the head? They say you not Hispanic if you don't watch that movie Blood In or Blood Out. If you ain't watch it, if you don't know what it's about, well, guess what? Well, I guess I'm not freaking Hispanic because I'm 34 years old and I still haven't seen the movie. If it ain't horror for me, I ain't really watching it. But damn, shit, why is it that they gotta say you ain't this and you ain't that if you don't do this and if you don't do that? That shit is really starting to get on my nerves. But shout out to the bull because he is explaining to people what a real Chicano is, and he's letting you know like this is like, you know, how can I say it? No other. It's hard to fucking put this into. It's hard to put this into words. Shit. No other. Well, as people want to call it, race or culture could be called a Chicano. So basically, he's trying to explain to the world what a Chicano is.
And you know, and yeah, that movie pumped up a lot of people, but it's a movie.
Yeah, that's
It's a
all it
movie.
is. A movie.
We are the ones that are really living the lifestyle out here.
Right?
100.
We are the ones that you know.
You know what? Yo, another thing that messes me up is how people watch these movies, right? But they don't get the real message out the movie. But they'll sit here and live the entertainment out the movie. Like you're doing the stuff that they actually doing on these movies, like it's your real life. No, this is your real life out here. This right here It's just a story, something to entertain you. Even though it has a message, it's something to entertain you. People really, really, really do they live these movies like it's their life. Like that's the crazy part. I want my mouse back. I need to go. I need to tell my baby pops to buy me one.
Unfortunately, and fortunately, to get into barrios.
Blessings,
Righteous
blessings,
hoods,
daughter of
homie.
Zion.
You know, my barrio, Maravilla, White Fence, Hazard, all the barrios right here. These are the tribes of today that come from the Mexica bloodline.
Mm.
Chicano is spelled Xicano. Chicano, not CH. Okay? That's
Shouldn't sing the happy birthday song.
Yo, it's crazy how I was spelling the CH. I didn't even know you spelled it with an X though, for real, for real. That's something new to me. I thought you spelled Chicano with a CH. He said spelled XI. Damn, that's crazy. I need my mouse. I'm about to plug that joint right back in. Where is it? I didn't tell you to like the video. What is you doing? Play the video.
Shouldn't sing the happy
TikTok
birthday
messing
song.
with me, yo.
Have you ever thought about where it came from or why we sing it? Isn't it weird that whenever someone's
All right, this guy right here is explaining, I guess, Jeremiah 2014 King James Version. And he's saying that every day, every time that we celebrate a birthday, it's considered a ritual. Now, me, I don't celebrate birthdays. I don't really like celebrating birthdays. I never do. I really don't. Like when somebody brings me a cake and says happy birthday to me, I appreciate it. I say thank you. But I don't like celebrating birthdays. I don't like celebrating holidays, especially after I learned the meaning of everything. Like once I learned the meaning behind everything, I stopped celebrating holidays. Like I was like 14, 13, 15 years old when I started learning a lot of these things. So it kind of like it threw me off and I stopped celebrating. I stopped celebrating Christmas, Easter, New Year's, my birthday, Halloween. I stopped celebrating everything when I turned into a teenager and I started reading all of these books and I'm sitting here like, what the hell? And I wasn't understanding what it was doing. It was getting me more confused. And the more I asked questions, the more that people thought that I was crazy. Like, but no, I'm just asking a question. I'm not making a statement. I'm asking a question out of a statement that was made either on this book or by what someone said. But hey, I guess when you're a kid, you don't know shit they say. But damn, kids, I'm older now. Kids know a lot. And they could sit here, you could read them a chapter of the Bible, and they will sit here and ask you 1,000 questions, just like we did.
shouldn't sing the happy birthday song anymore. Have you ever thought about where it came from or why we sing it? Isn't it weird that whenever someone's birthday is celebrated, candles are lit, lights are turned off, and everyone gathers in a circle to chant happy birthday to you, almost like a witch's ritual? There's documentation suggesting that ancient humans lived for hundreds of years, but nowadays, despite our advancements, lifespan.
Yeah, that's true because they have said that shit. Like when I started doing my research about people that live for thousands of years, I thought vampires. And you know what's crazy, right? When you do your research on Vladimir Putin, you know, the Russian president and stuff like that, they say that his bloodline leads you back to Dracula and all of them. Like this shit is crazy. Like I want y'all to do y'all research. I'm not trying to, convince anybody of anything. This is things that I come across me doing my own research. So I'm just putting it out here for y'all to see. Like, I got thousands of videos like this. Like, I really love history. I really sit here and I look, like, man, I learn different things and I ask 1,000 questions. I don't know everything, but shit, we can learn together.
And seem to be decreasing. Legend has it that the happy birthday song was created as a curse by fallen angels to conceal a ritual that seals one's fate to age, potentially controlling population growth and human civilization. Many people believe that each time you participate in this ritual, you accelerate your aging.
Yeah, like go if you go look it up, yep, they do say it. Like when you go look up Vladimir Putin's lifeline, like who he's related to, who his ancestors are. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I've done it. I even done it with me. I went and done my bloodline. Like I went and researched. I'm to the point I want to do it, but I'm thinking about it. Like, doing the DNA ancestral shit. I went through there to do my family line research, my family tree, and it led me back all the way to my Haitian roots. So I'm sitting here, I'm like, damn, like it's crazy, like how far back our life history, our parents, grandparents, their parents, and on up is really documented. If you want to know who you are and what tribe you come from, all you got to do is just go keep looking up your family. It goes up. It's a family tree. Our family history goes far back, far, far back. Blessings, Mel W. Blessings, how you doing? Blessings, Uncle L. Good morning to everybody. Well, I don't say good morning. I say blessings. And I was even told that blessings is, you know, damn, I don't know what else to say. So I just say blessings. Because I ain't mourning, and I know none of y'all is mourning. So I just say blessings. Is it accurate that DNA stuff? I haven't done the blood thing, but I know that it'll take you to your roots. You keep searching. How can I say, like with me, I wanted to find out about my father, right? So I did use the ancestral DNA thing, right? And it took me back. I kept searching, putting down the names of everybody that I knew, and it took me back to each one. Anybody that has used the ancestral DNA, right? For example, I'm just lucky that my family has used it. My dad's side of the family used it for the same thing that I used it. So I was able to find my family roots, find how far it goes from where I'm from, where I come from, where they come from, everything. So it's kind of like, I'm not saying don't knock it, try it. Like the one thing I could tell you that I learned about that is that not everybody uses the ancestral DNA. So there's going to be a lot of people missing from, until that person puts their DNA. And then, like, if you're signed up for it, what happens is when that person pops up, right? When that person uses the ancestral DNA, you'll get like an email or something. And it'll tell you that you have a long lost relative or something like that, long lost cousin, a long lost aunt, uncle. You see where I'm coming, great grandparent. It'll tell you somebody's been looking into your history and stuff like that. So it's not something bad. I would say if you want to try it, try it. Like you will learn about your history. So there are apps out here that you could use to, learn about your history and how far your bloodline goes. As crazy as it seems, that shit real.
Process. This song is often one of the first things children are taught, unknowingly initiating them into this ritual from a young age. So, the next time a birthday celebration approaches, remember this as the underlying reason. When was the last time you found yourself singing Happy Birthday, and to whom did you sing it?
Shit, the last time I sang happy birthday, my daughter, because she wanted happy birthday, so we had to get her a cake, light some candles, turn the lights off, and sing happy birthday to you. And how is it? How old are you? Like, I don't really remember the lyrics. Like, I let everybody else sing it because I really don't remember the lyrics. I skip through that joint, like, wait, I remember this part, this part, this part, and I be feeling bad. I just don't celebrate holidays. But if my kids want something, I'll indulge with them with it. Like, all right, y'all want to have some fun. I don't celebrate. I'll explain it to them. I don't believe in this. And I'll say, why, such and, they're kids though. And so they don't start doing their own research. They're not going to realize a lot of things. So I don't knock them down and I let them learn. Like I'll give them my explanation. What I've learned, I'll show it to them too. I'll sit and I'll read with them, show them videos, show them this. We got books. Listen, man, I got a whole porch full of books. And like if you watched me from the beginning, you know that I got a whole box full of history books. I love reading. Like that's my thing. I should have
Okay,
been a
y'all,
teacher, right?
something weird has to be happening to the world because why are we seeing all these blonde, white, or albino animals showing up lately, y'all? Look at this. A white raccoon? Albino rat? No, this is a white raccoon. Look at it. This one is most definitely white because its eyes are normal. Usually when they're albino, their eyes are red. But look at this. Look at his beady little eyes. It is.
Yo, raccoons are normally ugly, right? But this raccoon is so cute. Look at it. Doesn't even have a big black patch patch in the eye or nothing. It doesn't look like a thief of the night. It really doesn't. Raccoons are normally gray and black, right? With some white in them, I think, sometimes. But yo, look at this little raccoon. Doesn't even look like a raccoon. It's so cute. But shit, y'all do know they do experiment with animals too, right?
Black. Bro, what is going on? Why are all these animals popping
Yo, it doesn't have the patch. I'm trying to get it. Pause
up?
it when the face is showing.
Oh, yo, that a raccoon?
Yeah, I think so. Whoa, calm down.
What? You spawn him?
He's blind.
Blessings, EJ. Blessings. How you doing? Yo, it's so cute. Look how small the black patch. It doesn't look like a thief of the night. They made this raccoon so cute. But did they, is this a hybrid raccoon? Like, did they make this raccoon in a, with another type of animal? Like, did they make it in a lab? Because y'all do know that a lot of our animals right now are made in a lab, right? Some are just found somehow. Apparently, they say allegedly found.
He's golden.
I think they've existed for years, hid it from us, and then now it's showing it to us like
This
the rest
white
of the
raccoon
stuff.
was
But
seen
hey,
in Miami, Florida. It's crazy, right? They just had a tremendous flood, and now people are finding a white raccoon in Miami, Florida. What is going on? And
it's
him
so
then
cute.
pick him up like
Look
that?
at it.
Again, y'all, great changes are afoot because when have we ever seen all these albino, white, golden animals, whatever you want to call them? We have never seen this. 2024 is a super interesting year, y'all. We are in the year of the dragon, the year of the 8, right? The infinite number. And then next year is the year of the snake. And then people have been talking about the Leviathan and the
Next year's the year of the snake. So you telling me this year's the year of the truth, right? Next year we're gonna be getting stabbed and bit by motherfuckers. It's already happening. They getting exposed. Shit. So we got more exposure. Shit. The year of the snake. We're gonna be getting bit like a out here. Yo, y'all gotta watch y'all backs. If next year is the year of the snakes, we're gonna have a lot of traders on deck.
water. And next year's the year of the snake, bro. I keep telling y'all, things are going to get a lot more interesting, y'all. Stay tuned. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I'm only raising awareness to interesting situations. So here's that thing on top of the Empire State Building, y'all, and the employees look as confused as we do. Now, the fact that this got put up at nighttime while everybody was sleeping is like beyond me. And this thing is called Vaghar. I don't know what this is, but I did a...
Let me see. I'm about to search up what is Vaghar. Let me see. What is wait. You forgot the S. What is Vaghar? What is Vaghar? Vaghar, also known as a Shank Tadka, Vaghar, or tempering blooming spices and ghee, is a South Asian cooking technique that brings the complex aromas of dry. Wait, what? What does food got to do with? Is an aroma, but what? Okay, hold on. I might have to talk. I might have to search it. Let me see. I'm gonna have to filter this. Who does Vagar belong to? Oh, I found it. It's a dragon. I found. See, you have to filter this, John. Vaghar. So hold on. Let me stop this real quick. I just found the meaning of Vagar. And yes, I'm gonna show it to y'all. Give me 1 second. Oh, I didn't want to wait. I'm not sharing the screen. I want to show my screen. Fool. Hold on. Here we go. We found the meaning of Vagar, and I want to show y'all. It's a dragon. That's what they put on top of that building. It's a dragon. House of Targaryen. Vagar is the oldest dragon of the ones owned by House of Targaryen in House of the Dragons. Man, what they doing this for that show or some shit? And was previously hidden by Vizina Targaryen during King Aegon. Aegon, I can't say his name. Targaryen reign years before the series picked up. What series? Y'all talking about that Game of Thrones thing? Oh, Vagar is the god of war. Ah, okay. So if y'all want to search it up, y'all can go search it up. Vagar is the god of war. See. A wiki of Ice and Fire, House of the Dragons. Okay. So let's go back to the videos. I suggest y'all go do your own research on that because we'll be here all day if I start reading that. So let's go back to the videos. But it is that dragon is owned by a god, I guess, apparently. But if y'all want to, y'all can do your own research on this. But I wanted to show that because I was a little lost too on what it was. So now we know. Like, what is it? Like, that John looked ugly up there. But now we
A
know what it
simple
is.
Google search to see what this is, and apparently it's called the Queen of all Dragons. It is a
See?
dragon who was ridden by Visenya Targaryen during Aegon's conquest. Although during this time she was the smallest of the trio that included Balerion and Meraxis, Valgar was still large enough to swallow a horse whole, and her
Holy
flames
shit.
could melt armor. 100 years later, during the reign of Viserys, she is the largest of all known living dragons and the last remaining dragon of the days of Aegon's conquest. And here's a size comparison, y'all. This is what we're looking at the Empire State Building. So Balerion is something much bigger than Vagar, y'all. So yeah, so this looks like a prop for a movie, but this makes no sense whatsoever because why would they make a prop when they can just create it out of CGI like every other
Right?
movie, y'all? Like Godzilla, King Kong, all those movies, they're literally CGI, but you're gonna plant this, like they're literally sending us a message, y'all. Again, we are in the year of the dragon, and then next year of the year of the snake. I keep telling y'all, read the signs. The proof is in the pudding. They're putting these things out there for a reason, y'all. We're literally in a new age. We're entering a new age, a new shift. The shift is here. But let me know what you guys think about this video, y'all. I make my videos strictly for entertainment and educational purposes only. I'm only bringing awareness to interest.
That's what we all
Can somebody
doing.
please explain to me why this generation of 30 to 40-year-olds look like they're in their 20s and the 20-year-olds look like they're in their early 40s?
Yo, I have the same question. I don't know if anybody in the chat, anybody that catches the replay could answer that question. Like, I have noticed that, like, all of us that was born in the 80s, in the early 90s and stuff like that are looking young as hell while our kids are looking older than us. Like, what is going on? Like, is this something in the vaccines that they're giving our kids? Is it something in the food? Like, because like our kids are aging faster than us. Maybe I'm tripping.
Can somebody please explain?
So I'm looking on TikTok, and apparently our
And this is what I was talking about y'all earlier. If y'all got any kids between the ages of 18 to 24, I mean 25, I think it is, something like that. Yo, be careful because they are auto registering your kids to be in the military. Be careful. Is a lot of parents speaking up on this and they are against it. But guess what? I spoke about this last year, and once again, nobody wanted to pay attention. They say they can't do that. But guess what? 2024 is here, and they passed that bill. They passed the bill where they're going to start automatically registering kids to the military from the ages of 18 to 25.
government passed a bill that said our boys, our sons, will automatically be registered for the draft from the age of 18 to 25, I believe.
Mm.
Excuse me. They will literally have to get the entire military to disperse into the entire United States to wrangle these boys up. Because when I tell you, the parents, me, all the parents out there of men, young men, we that ain't It's look, now they've been able to get away with a whole lot of stuff, right? And hasn't.
Let me pause there real quick and let me ask y'all a question. All y'all parents out there, right? If y'all found out that out of nowhere, one morning y'all woke up and y'all got a knock on the door, a phone call, or a letter in the mail saying that your son has to, show up at this place. If not, something would happen. What would y'all do? Would y'all start standing up and speaking up when it's happening? Or will y'all gather together and unite before all this shit happens? But the bill is passed. People was talking about this for the past 2 years. And a lot of people didn't want to wake up and smell the coffee. They kept saying we woke, but is y'all awake? See? And it's too late. Like, we need unity for all this to work. All of us together is the only way. All of us together speaking up, demanding what we want is how we're going to get this done. But guess what? There's no more unity in communities, and people don't want to come together. People want to stay divided no matter what we say. But when the devil comes knocking at the door, that's when you hear everybody screaming, shouting, rioting. Why should we have to take it to rioting? Why destroy what we have built? Hey, I guess nobody can ever answer this question. Nobody can ever answer the question. I hear excuses. I'm listening. When is we going to bring the resolution?
And been too much uprising. But let me tell you one thing, people gonna fight. They're gonna fight about. They gonna scrap. They're gonna be a good sniper about. And that's their kids. We are not finna, especially us, are not finna let our young men go fight a war that we didn't ask for, we don't agree with, we don't want, for a country that don't like us. And I'm talking about everybody. It don't matter what color, that don't like us and thinks we're peasants.
Listen.
I think not. Luckily, my boys aren't at that age yet, but I am sure that this rule is going to be here to stay. That probably.
Anybody that's coming up, I want y'all to know these are open panels. Y'all are more than welcome to come up, give y'all perspective, give y'all opinions. You want a chance to speak up, say something, y'all could do it. I'm only going to be here an hour and some change, so it's already 6:55. By 7:45, I'm gonna be off this John. I don't even know how long I've been on there.
But I be doggone if my baby goes anywhere. Look, I don't know about y'all. The answer is no. My bad, y'all. Y'all know I'm getting over this sickness. Anyway, yeah, that's freaking nuts. And I think the biggest reason why so many people are against it is because now we see that we aren't the good guys. We aren't the heroes. We aren't the saviors. That in fact, we've been the menaces the whole time, the entire time. And nobody wants to fight for that. A lot of people.
Listen, Shorty, I understand where you're coming from. I've been saying this for the longest, and people get mad when we say this stuff. It's like we're not talking to get people more mad or to divide more people. We're talking to get people together. But it's like the more facts you spit out here, the more madder people get, the more outrageous people get. Like they start shouting and screaming, "You're wrong. That's not right. That's not true." I'm sitting here like, oh my God, how in the world are we going to get you to see that this is what's happening? Especially when we got one foot in the streets and one foot in politics. And we're letting you know, look, this is what's going to happen if we don't get our shit together. Hey, but I guess to each his own, man. Because like I said, I'm not here to convince anybody. I'm just here to bring awareness. I'm not here to judge nobody. I'm here to bring a resolution.
Or like not down with what the wickedness that we've divvied out to the entire world. And the whole patriotic, a lot of that's over. So
I want y'all to hear this song out real quick, right? And I'm gonna keep playing the videos. Shout out to Papa Duck. But I want y'all to listen to the lyrics of this song. Listen to the lyrics of this song. Please do me a favor and do that.
Papa Duck, add this to your playlist.
That they can do anything they want to us. We might not be back. I might be in jail. I might be anywhere. But when I leave, you can remember I said with the last words on my lips that I am a revolutionary.
Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you. You have made.
If y'all want to look up the song, it's called Papa Duck, Bill Gates.
You have made me what I am. I go.
What's her name? Her name Freedom. 400 years, I'm still waiting to meet her. 40
acres in a mule. The government so full of shit, and black folk they so content. Still vote for the president. Gave you the Bible, say read it. You shoulda knew then. Ain't no white man gon' jump on no cross and come say your black ass. I'm sorry, bro. I ain't trying to come between your religions, but God gave you common sense for a reason. I pay attention. Planned Parenthood wanna stop us from reproducing, but they don't wanna stop the police from upping and shooting. The food that we eat, the government know it's cancerous. Doctors get paid to put your ass on dialysis. Mama sick right now, I know you heard, but don't give her them pills, my nigga, give her them herbs. Chinese buying up land in Africa and Jamaica, acting like you sleep, my nigga, y'all better wake up. And Bill Gates, don't worry, cause we gon' get you too. Catch you at an interview, hit your ass with that whoop-de-woo. I'm Haitian, so won't need no vaccination. I just call on the gods and we can settle the argument. And me,
I gotta listen to the
I'm
lyrics.
so lost in your love. And oh, girl, we belong together. Won't you believe in my song? Let go. All my women, take a stand. Raise your right hand, never say that you don't need a man. Hell, we need each other. We need to just stick together. Only thing they gon' do is just turn against one another. Conspiracy and RICO, some shit that they don't wanna speak on. Niggas going to prison for fucking with them PPP loans. My dog at the crib, he happy, he got his
Tell him, Papa.
Saying to myself, this all y'all think a nigga worth. Get that shot in your arm, y'all must be crazy. From the same motherfuckers round here kidnapping babies, emasculating men, it quickly became a trend. Now they wearing tight pants. My nigga shit, I'm just saying. Robot artificial, go study what's humanism. Black folks showing up dead with their organs missing. You might not like it, but Trump and Joe Biden work for the same people, so please don't get excited. And Bill Gates, don't worry, cause we gon' get you too. Catch you at an interview, hit your ass with that whoop-de-woo. I'm Haitian, so won't need no vaccination. I just call on the gods and we can settle the argument.
That's a fact. And peep how he said we call on the gods with an S.
In your love. And oh, girl, we belong together. Won't you believe in my song?
Tell him, Papa.
Yeah.
I love him.
It's your boy Papa Dub. Just know we coming for you.
We coming for y'all. Tell him.
For all the children that y'all
All
took
our
from
people.
us. All the slaves, all the lost souls.
Tell him, Papa.
We coming.
We coming.
Coming. I did this for him for the ancestors.
Asian runs through my blood.
All the wrong things y'all done did to my people. And
Tell him,
people in
Papa.
general, we coming.
You gotta love you some Papa Duck, yo.
Coming.
Some motivation right there from Papa Duck. Shout out to Papa Duck, yo. I love his music. He's been exposing everything from the gate, and I'm telling you, a shorty prays every night for everything he'll do. Like him or not, he's been exposing everything.
Stop recording me. Why are you recording me?
I know.
First off, who you think you're talking to like that?
All right, so these parents right here, this is a father right here disciplining his son. Let us shorty know what y'all think about this father that is disciplining his child. You think he's doing something wrong? Or do you think that, he's doing the right thing as a parent? Right? And as a parent, I tell people, listen, we're not born with a manual. We learn. Our kids are really the teachers and we're the students. With everything they do in life, we learn something new. With everything that happens in life around them and around us, we learn something new. And what's crazy is, like, I don't get tired of telling people, man, the seed that you plant, how it grows, it all depends on you. Because, listen, at the end of the day, you're a reflection of your child, and the child is a reflection of you.
Who you think you stop recording me? Why are you even recording me?
I know.
First off, who you think you talking to like that?
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. The disrespect. And that's why I called your daddy.
Here, hold this. Now what was going on exactly?
So I goes up to the school, right?
Yeah.
Check on him, make sure he doing what he's supposed to be doing or whatever. In the process of that, Miss Washington go tell me that he been doing A, B, and C. You know he a whole class clown.
What?
So don't do that.
Close your mouth.
So, however, she's telling me, so I pull him, you know what I'm saying, aside, and I'm telling him to get his stuff together. You know what I'm saying? You're not about to be in school just, you could do that. Right. So, however, as he walking away after the meeting or whatever, he walking away, he go say to, I guess, to his friend, I don't know. However, oh, I can't stand her black ass.
Oh, shit.
So you just feel like you can talk to your mama any kind of way, huh? Or talk about your mama any kind of way, huh? Okay, I see what we're doing. Actually, why do you feel like that you can talk to your mama like that?
Because she keep coming up.
I don't want to hear it. You act like you got a reason. You ain't got a reason to talk to your mama that kind of way. You only get one of them. Here, hold that. You better be lucky I ain't beating your ass right now. But it's cool. It's cool. You tired. Stop recording me. Why are you even recording me?
I know.
First off, who you think you talking to like that?
Yo, it's crazy, right? Straight from the gate, young boy told his mom, stop that. Why you even recording? Pops turn around and says, yo, stop that. Who you even think you talking to? Shout out to this Pops, yo, because see, that's what I be talking about. A lot of these parents think, a lot of these people out here think that you're just supposed to sit here and sugarcoat everything that your child does. But right, here's the crazy thing, right? Same people that tell you that you're supposed to sugarcoat what your child does are the same people that sit here and complain every day about your child's behavior or what your child does, right? Says, my bad. So here comes a parent that disciplines their child the right way and they see it as abuse, right? Shout out to them parents right there. They did the right thing. And the boy said it. He said, yo, you lucky I'm not whooping your ass right now. I think he said he said I ain't whooping your ass right now. Right? And it's true though. Some of us don't really want to hit our kids. So we find different ways to discipline our kids. What he did right there, I've done with my kids. Because we don't want to always beat our kids. We don't want to beat is the wrong word. We don't want to whoop our kids' ass. They're behind. They're tushy, whatever anybody wants to call it. All right. We really don't. So we find different ways. I found ways, stand there with some books on their head, eat the weight thing. I've done it. You see where I'm coming from? Like, go up and down the steps, drop down, give me a couple push-ups. Listen, all things that my baby pop has taught me, because at the end of the day, hitting doesn't fucking really fix anything. It doesn't fix anything. It makes the situation worse between you and your child. And it comes to a point in time where a child is used to the hits. I'm being real honest. Like, yeah, a lot of these kids need an ass whooping, right? But after a certain while, like, the whoopings don't work. So you have to find ways. Whooping their asses isn't working because they're immune to that shit now. Y'all remember when we was kids? And after a while, well, my ass never really got whooped. I got popped, which is a big difference. There is a big difference between somebody wow, right? Or somebody coming and grabbing you, or like what I tell you. You see what I got popped. I ain't do shit that was really that bad. Like, to this day, people will sit here and tell you that. That's why when I look at certain things, I was like, yo, I was respectful. And it was because of the way I was brought up, the way I was raised. And I was raised really by my elders. There was a lot of bullshit in my house, but all these elders out here that seeing what I was going through, all of them pulled me to the side. Each one gave me advice, and they gave me my space to figure it out. And as time went by, I figured things out. I bumped my head a couple times to, learn my lesson, because they was right. What they was telling me wasn't for me to take it as, oh, do this because I'm telling you this. No, they sat here, told me their stories. They told me this, they told me that, because they was giving me advice. They walked the trenches that I was already walking. They seen the path that I was already taking, but I was being hard-headed. So shout out to them old heads that raised me, because a lot of them disciplined me like that. I didn't learn that from my mama. See, if I would discipline my kids the way my mama disciplined her kids, it would be by beating them with extension cords, chancletas, 2x4s, and shit like that. Yes, 2x4s. My brother got hit in the head at one point with a 2x4 right here. My sister, same thing. She went out there thinking she was gonna get away with being Tatiana. When that shit came to my mom, yo, she had her ears pierced right here. The same night she did all that shit. All this right here, she went and pierced her nose, pierced her tongue, and her lip right here. Boy, when I tell you that my mom grabbed that 2x4, she went wah wah wah. I'm sitting here like, I get it. I don't want to beat my kids like that. If I have to whoop their ass, I'll whoop it. But I'm glad to my baby pops that he taught me all them little different tricks, because at the end of the day, those tricks have worked better for me than sitting here and grabbing a belt. I mean, I'm not against it, right? But my son is 14. A belt ain't gonna do shit for him no more. So I had to find new ways for him as he got older. He's 14 now. So it's taken away from him, punishing, doing this. He gets mad, throws temper tantrums, yeah, at times. Yeah, every kid does. But at the end of the day, I'm the parent. What I say goes. Not you. You don't run my household. You don't pay my bills. You still don't know how to wipe your ass right. Just because you're out here, you crushing a lot, don't mean that you can run this household. So at the end of the day, as a parent, you got to stand your ground. So I don't knock parents down that, whoop they kids in the behind with a belt. You use an extension cord. Now I'm going to sit here and I'm going to say some shit like, why the fuck you beating your child with an extension cord? That's overboard. We all felt that shit. Fuck that. Like, hells to the no. I'm not going to beat my child with no extension cord. Have I used a belt? Yes, I have in the past. Yes. Yes, I have. My 7-year-old daughter is lucky. Her ass gets popped. Her ass gets popped. Because I co-parent with her dad. And her dad doesn't agree with me grabbing a belt and whooping her in the tushy. No. Me and him argue about that shit. Like, hell no, you're not going to do this. Da, 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 da. Nope. So there's no whooping asses no more. It's just, disciplining by taking away shit, talking. But sometimes these kids do need it. There's some kids out here that are bad as shit that you have to bend over. Like, the I Love Lucy. You know how Ricky used to get Lucy and bend her over? Right? And used to, what I tell you not to do this? Yo, that shit was funny. I Love Lucy. My kids straight A students because of the whooping I gave them. Listen, man, some kids might need some whooping. You don't know shit. Listen, man, I've seen some boys here, especially after that law got passed throughout the pandemic, that HIPAA law and stuff, where the parents can't scream at their kids or whoop their kids no more and stuff like that. If they hear of a kid getting whooped, they'll take your kid away. Well, a lot of these kids think that they can get away with that and not realizing that where you end up is where you don't want to, because a lot of these kids have tried it. I'm calling the police. I'm calling DHS. At school, they told me to do this, right? And I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh, okay, go ahead. All your mom is doing disciplining your ass, and you're going to sit here and call the cops? Whoo, go ahead. Because now you're in the system, right? Calling your mom to come bail you out. They're parents, right? While you got these parents out here that are kicking their kids out at 13, 14, 15, 16, beating their kids, doing drugs with their kids, drinking with their kids, and they got social workers in their house. So, yeah, once again, shout out to these parents, yo. Shout out to these parents. And I'm going to show y'all the video one more time. So, shout out to the parents that discipline their kid, that whoop their kids, and don't beat their kids. Because there's a difference between whooping your kid and disciplining your kid and beating your kid. So shout out to this parent. Listen to how he deals with this situation. And you could tell this little young boy's a smart ass. He likes disrespecting his mama. He needs an ass whooping. But look at his age. So shout out to dad. Instead of going into a Royal Rumble with your son, he sat here and he disciplined him like this.
Stop recording me. Why are you recording me?
I know.
First off, who you think you talking to like that?
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. The disrespect. And that's why I called your daddy.
Here, hold this. Now what was going on exactly?
So I goes up to the school, right? check on him, make sure he doing what he's supposed to be doing or whatever. In the process of that, Miss Washington gonna tell me that he been doing A, B, and C. You know he a whole class clown.
What?
So don't do that.
Close your mouth.
So, however, she's telling me, so I pull him, you know what I'm saying, aside, and I'm telling him to get his stuff together. You know what I'm saying? You're not about to be in school just, you could do that. Right. So, however, as he walking away after the meeting or whatever, he walking away, he go say to, I guess, to his friend, I don't know. However, oh, I can't stand her black ass.
So you just feel like you can talk to your mama any kind of way, huh? Or talk about your mama any kind of way, huh? Okay, I see what we're doing. Actually, why do you feel like that you can talk to your mama like that?
Because she keep coming up.
I don't want to hear it. You act like you got a reason. You ain't got a reason to talk to your mama that kind of way. You only get one of them. Here, hold that. You better be lucky I ain't beating your ass right now.
Oh, he does say beat.
It's cool.
He does say beat. But yo, this is why a lot of fathers are needed in the household. There are a lot of kids that want to overrun the parents, especially now with the stuff that has been said and the kids are learning in these schools, right? So I'm glad he didn't beat his ass, because some moms, you could tell he's not living in there. You could tell. Like, she had to call him to come over. So shout out to him for not whooping his ass right there, especially while she was turning his camera on. Because I wouldn't suggest any father to do that. Like, this the type of mom that would sit here and record for social media. No. I wouldn't do this. This stays behind closed doors. But I understand the whole purpose of her uploading and talking about it. But like, what if the dad would have, took the belt out and instead whooped his ass? That's why listen, man, I look at the outcomes of everything. I look at both sides of the coin. Like, I look at the good, I look at the bad. How much good could come out of it? How much bad could come out of it? Like, so it's kind of like, whew. Like, if he's the type of dad that would discipline his child like that, I wouldn't have pulled out my camera. I would have just, talked story time, some shit like that. But that's me. That's my opinion. I don't know how a lot of y'all feel, when it comes to situations like that. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But once again, as long as you're not beating your child with extension cords, bats, throwing them down the stairs, calling them itches and, mother heifers and all this type of stuff. Listen, discipline your child. Do what you got to do, especially when your child is out of order out in these streets, disrespecting not just you, but, people out here. Because there's a lot of kids, believe it or not, man. You see these elders act shot out here on social media, right? Out here on these streets, right? There are elders that act like these, old heads here on social media, but it's not as many. Let's be real about it. Like, a lot of these elders do get disrespected by these young bulls and people my age. So it's kind of like, it's kind of hard to sit here and say, you're to blame. You're to blame. No, man, I blame the parents of the kids that are, doing what they got to do in their kids' lives. But that's my opinion. Just my opinion. I mean, everybody's entitled to theirs. But shout out to this father and how he disciplined his child. Mom should have thought about it, because what if he wanted to beat his, whoop his ass right there? I keep saying beat because that's what we're used to saying. But there's a difference between whooping and beating. And I just want y'all to know that. Listen to what I'm saying. There's a difference between whooping and beating. So if you whoop your child, say that. Don't say you beat your child, because when you say you beat your child, now people are thinking that you do all these types of things with your child. So it's whooping. We got to get a hold of that. We got to stop saying beat. Blessings, T-Rail. Blessings, DJ Memphis or Emphis. How y'all doing? Blessings.
This world is so creepy. I just found out that the British royal family is related to the vampire Dracula. Damn, is the royal family really vampires? So Queen Elizabeth is related directly to a vampire, and King Charles might be Dracula reincarnated. This is the family tree of the British royal bloodline. We have Dracula right here, which is their ancestor. So now that we know that these people are really vampires, hopefully this portrait of King Charles make more sense. I don't think this is...
Damn, they do got a picture of King Charles all in flames like that. I remember seeing a couple videos like this. Yo, but damn, Queen Elizabeth, yeah, it kind of makes sense. But see, these people don't live for a long time. Like, the queens pass, and then, they come and put another queen in place and name her Elizabeth, like this is crazy.
Red paint. We all heard the stories about what vampires drink, right? Dracula's real name is Vlad the Impaler. So if Vlad the Impaler is his real name, where did Dracula come from?
But you know what's crazy? The people, Vlad the Impaler, I think it was, and he was a some type of king or prince or something like that back in the days. And they say Dracula was, he would jump into windows and drink the blood, or get people and stick his teeth in their neck and drink their blood. Whichever way, people seen the story, heard the story, however it goes. But he didn't just drink blood. He would sit here and kill the bad people, something like that. The people that did bad, and sacrifice them and do this and do that, like to stay younger. Drink and it's crazy. Y'all gotta look it up. It's so many theories and so many stories to this. But yeah, the real Vladimir, the real vampire, the real Dracula. He had like one castle. I forgot where it was. Because there's two of them. He's talking about Vladimir, and then there's Dracula. Like it's two Draculas. That's the crazy part. Whether y'all believe it or not, y'all gotta go search it up. There's an older Dracula, then there's Vladimir Dracula. Like y'all got. I suggest to a lot of people to go do y'all research. I might do a live one day on both Draculas, but there are two Draculas, and one of them was a prince, and I forgot what the other one was. If I'm not mistaken, I think they both was.
People back in ancient times was calling this man this because he was drinking blood. Not only that, the name drag comes from the devil, also comes from the dragon. That's why some people believe that the royal bloodline is really lizard people, draconians, reptilians. They believe that Vlad the Impaler had dungeons inside of his castle that was filled with people. And anytime there was a
And which he did. If y'all go listen, man, the young boy know what he talking about. If y'all go do y'all research and y'all go look up the histories and stuff like that, and grab them books, the books will lead you to what type of videos you want to watch online and stuff like that, right? And look at the history. It will explain to you about the dungeons. And if you go look at the documentary, the scientists and all these people, researchers have went and they've taken videos of his dungeons, of his castles, of all the properties that they've owned. Like this is crazy. But like I told y'all, he would sacrifice these people and drink the blood to allegedly stay younger and live for a longer time. And I say allegedly because these are, just stories in history books. But there's actual proof of his castles and dungeons, though. If y'all go search up here on YouTube, they got a lot of videos on his dungeons and his castles.
Full moon, or if he was hungry, he would drink their blood. The New York Post article, what do King Charles and Dracula have in common? The House of Windsor, history revealed. They vampires.
Yo, hold up. They put this John in the New York Post? Oh, shit. I didn't even know that. I gotta go read the New York Post now. I didn't even notice that. Wow.
What's creepy about this story is this. Vlad Impaler, his castle, is still open to the public. If you ever wanted to go to Dracula's castle, it's open to everyone. It's like a tourist site. I find it so weird that it's people around the world that spend the money to come to this man's castle just so they can lay in a vampire coffin. This is real. So once again, now that we know that these people are really vampires from ancient times, when you look at this portrait, don't look at it like it's red paint. Just think about what do vampires drink, and you will get what's really going on. This world.
So for those of y'all out there wondering, listen, man, do y'all research.
This world is so.
Yeah. There's a lot of rumors about this. There's a lot of myths. There's a lot of theories. Y'all can come up with your own conclusions. A shorty not here to judge nobody. A shorty is just here to show the videos, bring awareness, and that's it. And bring resolutions to the table when it comes to a certain topics. Like, yo, they are draconian bloodlines. That's what apparently it seems like, draconian bloodlines. So if y'all don't know what a draconian is, research it, Google it. It will tell you. What's crazy is I have a lot of books that will sit here and explain it, but I'm not reading on no YouTube. I don't even got the voice for that. I'm gonna irk a lot of people.
This kid clearly debunks Big Pharma with his school project and proves nature always wins. Share this video, Make sure you blow this up because people still don't know these things.
A science fair project was on the effect of essential oils, clove bud, and oregano, and an antibiotic, amoxicillin, on the growth of bacteria. And pretty much amoxicillin, if you don't know, is an antibiotic that is commonly prescribed by doctors to kill bacterial issues such as strep throat, that kind of thing. And when I went to go tell my teacher my idea, she was very hesitant about the idea because she pretty much assumed that the amoxicillin would kill more bacteria than the essential oils would. And because of my own experience with the oils helped to kill my Crohn's disease. And so I told her that I think it would work better. So
Wait. Young Bull said, and I'm curious now because my doctors are telling me that what I got in my stomach, it seems like it could be Crohn's disease, right? The only thing stopping me from finding out if it's Crohn's disease, they want to stick a certain camera where it doesn't belong. And even though they say it don't hurt, I don't give a fuck. That's an exit wound. Nothing belongs in there. All right. Like, and I'm a survivor. Like, I'm a warrior. I just feel uncomfortable. Like, why can't y'all put that camera somewhere else? Like, y'all got to put it in the one place where the sun don't shine. That's a no-go for me. So I've been holding on to that, right? Like, there's got to be another way, especially after Dr. Sabi broke a lot of stuff. Left Eye Lopez was about to expose a lot of shit, that Dr. Sabi was saying. So it's kind of like, yo, these herbs kind of do work. I've been dealing with this pain from my accident for since October. We're already in June already, almost in July. And I ain't been taking no opioids, nothing for the pain, nothing. I've been dealing with this shit. So the only thing that's helping me for real right now is the turmeric and the ginger. That helps with the inflammation a little bit to the point where, okay, I can relax for a little bit, but the pain is still there. It doesn't take it completely away. The pain is still there. But I'm not going to sit here and lie and say it doesn't help. Fuck popping them pills and doing all this extra shit to get rid of pain. I don't feel like being dopey and high near my child. Like, that's a big no-no. Like, at all. And then you get addicted to these Jones, right? So shout out to this kid, because if there's a way for them to, cure Crohn's disease without them to having to stick cameras where the sun don't shine and filling you up with all these pills, these prescriptions, these medications, then I'm with it. Like, whatever Young Bull did, I'm gonna start doing if it works. Because it's nothing but all natural herbs. And I'm down with that. If it's all natural, I'm down with it. Because if they're telling me it's Crohn's disease, right? And the only way to deal with Crohn's disease and heal it is if you go through that chemo, if you take these medications, if you do all that they say, right? But I've seen people go through all that and they haven't really gotten better. They have cured it and it has come back. While allegedly, right, their secret is that somewhere, right, even Boozy sang about it in one of his songs, they got the cure to cancer and AIDS. They just don't want to give it to us. They want to sit here and have us pay for a Band-Aid. Hey, but to each his own. Like I said, I'm not here to convert anybody, to convince anybody, to tell anybody you got to do this. None of that. I'm just here to bring awareness. And if anything, instead of using anybody else's story, I use mine's. Blessings, Empress Lonnie, one love. Blessings, how you doing today?
She said I could go ahead and try it out and see how it would work. I told her that I think it would work better. So she said I could go ahead and try it out and see how it would work. So pretty much how I did the experiment. At first, I used 3 drops of each oil and then 1 little pill of amoxicillin on each plate to help kill the bacteria. And when I used 3 drops of oregano, it totally killed all of the bacteria. So there was no way for me to measure how much was actually killed. And my teacher was very surprised.
Yo, is he in college? I guess this is a freshman kid in college, right? And he could be in high school. I'm not sure because they're not saying, they're just saying freshman. And he found a way to kill the bacteria of Crohn's disease. Yo, y'all hearing this? A young bull found a way to cure his Crohn's disease by just using these simple herbs and an amoxicillin. I can never say the word amoxicillin pill, which is basically an antibiotic. And all he did was add oregano to it. And who used a lot? Who said oregano a lot? Dr. Sabi. And a lot of people say that oregano is good for your health. Hey, shit. I'm about to do it.
That's by that. So she
Let's
had
see.
me do 1 drop of oregano, and that also killed out all of the bacteria. So she had me use a micro pipette, and that still killed more bacteria than the amoxicillin did. And when my teacher saw that, she was very shocked that a little
I'm about to
drop
play
of
this video
oregano
from the
could kill so
beginning
much
because I want
bacteria
y'all to hear
compared
it without
to
me
a
interrupting.
standardized pill. And I was
Yo, I'm gonna play this video from the beginning. I want y'all to hear it without me interrupting. All right, because I want y'all to hear what he did and the steps he took.
This kid clearly debunks big pharma with his school project and proves nature always wins.
We gotta pray for this kid. Before I let I gotta say it. We gotta pray for this kid, yo, because for him to sit here and tell the world that I figured out how to kill the bacteria, Crohn's disease in your stomach, something that they're saying that I have, which I'm taking antibiotics and all this stuff. Oh, okay. Let's see.
Share this video. Make sure you blow this up because people still don't know these things.
Blessings, Young Riaz.
project was on the effect of essential oils, clove bud, and oregano, and an antibiotic, amoxicillin, on the growth of bacteria. And pretty much amoxicillin, if you don't know, is an antibiotic that is commonly prescribed by doctors to kill bacterial issues such as strep throat, that kind of thing. And when I went to go tell my teacher my idea, she was very hesitant about the idea because she pretty much assumed that the amoxicillin would kill more bacteria than the essential oils would, because my own experience with the oils helped to kill my Crohn's disease. And so I told her that I think it would work better. So she said I could go ahead and try it out and see how it would work. So pretty much how I did the experiment. At first, I used 3 drops of each oil and then 1 little pill of amoxicillin on each plate to help kill the bacteria. And when I used 3 drops of oregano, it totally killed all of the bacteria. So there was no way for me to measure how much was actually killed. And my teacher was very surprised by that. So she had me do 1 drop of oregano, and that also killed out all of the bacteria. So she had me use a micro pipette, and that still killed more bacteria than the amoxicillin did. And when my teacher saw that, she was very shocked that a little drop of oregano could kill so much bacteria compared to a standardized pill. And I was somewhat surprised, but I kind of knew that the oregano would work better.
Yo, shout out to the young boy, bro. Shit, shout out to the young boy. Like he found natural. I want to know what's in. I gotta find a video to this because I'm definitely gonna find a video to it and react to it. I'm interested, so I'm gonna find the full video to this. Like I'm really interested. Where there's a will, there's a way. I'm finding the whole video and I'm gonna react to it because I want to know what essential oils he used with the oregano, and it killed the whole bacteria. So hell yeah, I'm about to do my research and I'm about to do some searching.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this.
Why y'all so shocked about Bebop Baby Brother? Hold on, wait 1 second. My son's watching Barney this morning, and excuse me, who is this? I don't remember the orange dinosaur when I was a kid. Well, then, if you don't remember the orange dinosaur when you was a kid, that means that you outgrew Barney, right? And didn't see the season that he came in because they bought. I damn, what is that? BJ? I think that's BJ, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think that's his name, BJ. Baby Bop, and then her little brother BJ. Let's say I still remember I used to watch. I was a Barney fan when I was like, "Yo, I love you, you love me, big hug from me to you." Like Barney was my shit. Then I got older and I found out about the character of Barney, and it destroyed my dreams. And everybody was making fun because I was watching Barney, and I was like, "Damn, what was wrong with Barney?" And they kept calling him the GAY word, and I was confused as a kid. And when I got a little older, I was like, oh, I understood the history about the man under the suit of Barney. When you're a little kid, you don't pay attention if it's fake or real. So I used to love Barney like crazy. But damn, how the hell y'all forget about BJ? It's Baby Bop and BJ. Shit, Barney was that shit. 34 years old, and I still remember Barney. Baby Bop. BJ. Let me see if they say it in the comments. It's Baby Bop's brother. If you don't remember, then you got too old. Yep, I said the same shit and stopped watching before they brought him out. They needed to spice up the show. They did. He belongs. He's just used to come out every blue moon. That's it's DJ, not BJ. See, I said the name wrong. This has been a while. I was close though. That's DJ and Baby Bop's bro. That's cousin Riff came on Barney in '06. I remember because my oldest son was born around that time. Cousin Riff, I could have sworn that was BJ. I mean DJ. The orange one always been there. He wasn't always there. So a lot of people mistaken. He was not there in the beginning of Barney. He didn't come on until like in the early 2000s. He didn't come on until the 2000s. Me either. I don't remember watching him. That's because y'all got too old. Wasn't his name AJ or something like that? I think it's DJ. Somebody got it completely right up there because I said BJ. Damn.
Don't let y'all kids get in the military. Don't let them take y'all kids. I don't care if your kid's 26, 25. Don't let them take y'all kids. Tell them no. Take that 2 years of jail. Nobody needs to die for this, okay?
Yo, I keep saying it, y'all. See, people sit here and fight for all this wrong shit. They want to fight for the left. They want to fight for the right. While they making all these laws and all these bills. Once again, for if you don't remember me saying this, right? But you're going to catch it in the replay. But yo, watch it because they auto drafting our kids. They auto recruiting our kids for the military. Like, and they passed the bill. There's nothing that parents could do about it. Like, you know what movie I was just watching yesterday, and it kind of reminded me of everything that's going on right now. And it's my first time seeing it. It's a movie called Red Dawn. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, yo, it's crazy though how all them kids got together, right? And they fought and beat a whole goddamn army at the end. They defeated the army. Why? And what it took? Unity. That shit was crazy. But people say that unity don't exist, right? We can make it exist. We just don't want it to exist, I guess. That's what I'm seeing.
Why are you trying to still act like a gangster on the internet? You can't lie because I caught you. Why? Because the rappers. Yeah, I'm gonna be rapping this on you, right? So we're gonna do another gangster rap. No, put your hand down.
Hey,
we gonna do another gangster rap, except I'm gonna be directing it, and we're gonna post it on your site. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? Do you understand it? All right. So here we go. Say I cream puff dash the kid.
Wait, what? Hold
Cream
up.
puff
Wait.
dash the kid.
Hold,
It's
wait,
not a
wait,
game.
hold up. I'm lost. Wait.
Live
This is
in
why I
a
don't pay
cream
attention
puff
to the
community.
comments. Hold the fuck up. Wait. This is why I don't pay attention to the comments like that while I'm reacting to the videos. Hold on. Wait. Okay, EJ lost me on something. I don't know what EJ was asking for. It's called what now? I'm lost on that one. Rachel, I am not mentally or physically fit for the military. Oh, yeah, I know. Kids with autism will not get drafted to the, but if you got a kid with no, with no type of mental illness or disability, he's automatically drafted into the military. They auto recruiting kids, auto recruiting. That's what they call it. Before it used to be recruiting. Now they auto recruiting. That's what they're calling it. Real shit. But I got lost on EJ's question. Oh, the movie I was watching is called Red Dawn. Y'all gotta watch that, John. It's on Tubi. I'll be watching Tubi like it's cable on some real shit now. I just let the movies play. They be some good ass movies playing too. Like, I'm like, damn, I thought I watched all the movies, but I'm dead wrong. They still movies playing on this John. Like crazy. Rishi Song has announced that a future conservative government would bring back mandatory national. Yo, if the chat box moves one more time, I'm a sock it. Mandatory national service as he attempted to regulate his election campaign after an error. Okay. All right, bet. You're not lying though, because I seen that. I was reading that. Facts. Yeah, it's called Red Dawn, EJ. You gotta watch that shit. I'm saying, I'm like, yo, these young boys at the end actually defeated the damn military. I was like, go young boys. I was chatting them the whole time, and when like two of them died, I was like, yo, I cried. I'm like, oh. But y'all gotta watch that movie if y'all haven't. I was on this bitch chanting them little kids on, like, yo, go get him, beat him, shoot him. No, how you didn't shoot him? I was like, oh. Y'all gotta watch the movie. That movie had me over here in tears. But wait, I gotta hear what father disciplines son on social media. But I heard Puff Cream and Diddy on this shit. So hold on. We're gonna play this video again. He's not a gangster. Good job, dad. All right, so they're saying that this dad is a good dad for disciplining his child on social media. I don't know. Y'all gonna let me know if this dad did the right thing or not. All right, because I don't like humiliating my kids on social media. But I'm guessing that some parents have to take it to that point. So let's see what he's saying. Hold up, because I don't know what I was trying to read the chat, right? That's why I paused this, John, and got to the chat. Because I'm sitting here, I'm like, wait a minute. Little kids talking about puff cream and all this stuff. Ho, wait a minute. So if your child wants to be gangster, this dad says you should do this. Let's see.
That's why you trying to still act like a gangster on the internet. You can't lie because I caught you. Why? Because the rappers? Yeah, I'm going to be rapping this on you, right? So we're going to do another gangster rap. No, put your hand down. We gonna do another gangster rap, except I'm gonna be directing it, and we're gonna post it on your site. Do you understand that?
Shit!
Do you understand that? Do you understand it? All right. So here we go. Say I cream puff dash the kid. Cream puff dash the kid. Cream puff dash the kid is not a gangster. I'm not a gangster. Live in a cream puff community. Live in a cream puff community. I live in the cream puff community. Scared to go to Chicago. I'm scared to go to Chicago. Without Uncle Pops. I'm sorry. Say it again.
Oh,
one
shit.
More time. I'm sorry. Say it again. Why are you trying to still act like a gangster?
I'm dead, yo. Wait a minute. Hold on. Would y'all discipline y'all child like this? Yo, wait a minute. Hold up. He don't even be acting gangster. That's Dash the Kid. Ain't that Dash the Kid? Who the hell is Dash the Kid? Is that Dash? I guess everybody knows Dash the Kid except for me, because I don't know who the hell is Dash the Kid. Father of the year. That boy will thank his father later. Damn, man. Oh, all right, if you don't want to whip your child's ass, do you think this is the right thing to do instead of whooping their ass? Wait a minute. Yo, I don't know. Like, in my honest opinion, all right, shout out to Pops, Uncle, whoever he is, but you just made your son say what?
You can't lie because I caught you. Why? Because the rappers? Yeah, I'm going to be rapping this on you, right? So we're going to do another gangster rap. No, put your hand down. We gonna do another gangster rap.
Hold on, let me see the comments. Rachel, I'm going to the big screen. Rachel was just watching videos about kids hating their families for family vlogs. Their parents putting all their business on social media. Yeah, listen, I'm not with that. Like, this shit is crazy. That's how you see how my face. That's why I'm like, yo. All right, let's get serious. Let's really talk about it. Let's really talk about it. Now, you got a father right now, right? That's telling his kid that he is a cream puff and he belongs to a cream pop community. Basically, you're trying to tell your son to tell the whole world that he is part of, them people that sit at the end of the rainbow. And there's not a problem with them. You see where I'm coming from? But the problem is that your son is not that. And Lonnie is right. So let me highlight that real quick because that's true. Right here. Lonnie is speaking some facts because there's a lot of kids out here in real life that are mad that their parents are blogging and they're putting their kids in the middle of it. Now, y'all exposing your kids' lives, y'all exposing your life, and your kids are being made fun of. Now, you heard how I said, right? That now he's going to be made fun of in school. This is posted on his Instagram or his TikTok or his Snapchat or his Facebook. I don't know what platform they're using. It looks like to me, no, they don't show it here. I'm not sure what platform they're using. But Lonnie is right. Even though it's funny, right? But we got to look at the consequences of everything, right? We got to look at where there's an action, there's always a reaction. There's always a reaction to every action. And there's consequences to everything. So, yo, Lonnie is speaking some facts. Shout out to Lonnie, yo. Shout out, shout out. Hold up, there's on mute. I can't keep on mute. Damn, that shit is crazy, yo. Damn, Lonnie, I was geeking for a second. I was being a bad girl today. One parent announced her daughter started her menstrual. Whoa, yeah, that shit. Damn. See, parents is females, moms. Like, why would y'all come on social media to announce your daughter's period? Like, that's her personal. Yo, see, yeah, some parents be doing this shit and they be out of pocket. Then you got the parents that are on social media all day, blogging, ignoring their kids. Yo, that's some factual shit right there, yo. That's some factual shit. That's some factual shit. Lonnie speaking some shit. I mean, some gems right now. I said some shit. What the fuck? Yeah. That's why, yo, man, I went and put, like I said, I went and put my kids' shit out there. Like, if I discipline my child right here behind closed doors. Like, yo, I'm not gonna sit here and do what these parents do online. I can't do it. That's embarrassing to your kids. That's real embarrassing. But I guess some people feel comfortable doing that shit. To each his own. But one thing that it does create is rebellion kids out here. Like, you'll see these kids lashing out, bullying other kids, picking on other kids. And we're trying to figure out and bring solutions to the table on how to solve this problem, but it's not, because we got parents out here that care more about retweets, clicks, and retweets. Hold on one second. Let me see if it's on here. Yep. I got the poem right here. Hold on one second. This poem is called The Era of Likes and Retweets. In this age of likes and retweets, we've forgotten what real love truly means. It's not just about show and tell, but a feeling that makes our hearts swell. It's hard to know who's true and who's fake in a world where appearances are hard to shake. But real love is deeper than a profile pic. It's in the way someone makes your soul click. So let's not get lost in the digital haze. Let's remember what real love truly conveys. It's not about followers or online fame, but a connection that sets our hearts aflame. So, I mean, don't let the poem go over your head and don't let it go under your head. Like, I said, I wrote that poem because I've seen how people are out here with social media. And it's like we live in the era of just likes and retweets, and people forget about that they have families on here. Like, you got, like I keep saying, like this right here, what made me really write this is how I started seeing a lot of elders come on social media and behave worse than our kids. You got elders on here disrespecting people and demanding respect just because they're elders. So it's kind of like, yo, do y'all forget y'all got families? Do y'all forget that y'all got loved ones that care about you? How come y'all come on social media, embarrass yourselves, and then embarrass your family? Y'all expose things of your family that y'all shouldn't be exposing, and then get mad at people when they talk about you for airing your dirty laundry. Like, that should be crazy. So yeah, your kids should matter. You shouldn't be on social media exposing your kids or doing this or saying this is how I discipline my child. No, do that shit behind closed doors. Because what's funny is, right? What's crazy is that it might be funny for a second until people realize that it's not a skit, that is real, that you're sitting here abusing your child and making money off of them. And that's what a lot of people do on here. That's why I've lost a lot of respect for a lot of people. That's some real shit. Oh, my youngest loves the camera. And shout out. My youngest loves the camera and shout out. My oldest not so much. As they got older, they come out their shell a little. Yep, that's a fact. My 14-year-old doesn't like the camera like that. That's why y'all don't see me put him on camera like that. But my 7-year-old loves the camera. My 7-year-old wants to do blogging. She wants to be a movie star. She wants to sing. She wants to dance. She wants to do all types of things, yo. But my 14-year-old, y'all don't see them only on pictures. For real. Like, and the reason is he don't like being put on camera. But I'm gonna watch a couple more videos and then get off this John. Shout out to everybody that showed up, showed a shorty support. I want to thank you. I want to thank all the ones that have been supporting a shorty from day one. Like I told y'all, I'm getting myself together. We tried out the little test y'all noggin games before, and I love the way people responded. So I'm gonna sit down. I gotta reach out to Angel Hatton because I wanna, I want to put a couple more games and stuff like that. And once I get myself a little situated and stuff like that, and if I do get this channel monetized, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring back the games and stuff like that. Test your noggin and give out hoodies and cash prizes for people. Like y'all do know that we got the Writers for Life. We did it one time. A lot of people got their hoodies and their stuff like that. Before I used to do it with just giving out monies, but this time what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for my page to do get monetized and stuff like that, and then we could do that. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens because, like I said, listen, man. Either way, we'll see what happens.
News. Good morning, y'all. What the fuck? What in the absolute fuck? The United States House of Representatives, while we were sleeping, decided to sneakily pass this bill saying that they automatically are registering men 18 to 26 for selective service. 217 to 199 Fox News. Foreigners will be excluded from this obligation.
Blessings, Miss Genesis. Shout out to Miss Genesis, y'all. If y'all haven't checked out Miss Genesis, go check her out. Oh wait, I got this right here. That's what I was supposed to do the last time because I wasn't on my regular page. Let me see. Oh, she is a moderator. Is she? No, she doesn't pop up as one. What am I do? Oh, here we go. Shout out to Miss Genesis. Go check out Miss Genesis, y'all.
Obligate. No, the fuck.
Hold up.
Breaking news. Good morning, y'all. What the fuck? What in the absolute fuck? The United States House of Representatives, while we were sleeping, decided to sneakily pass this bill saying that they automatically are registering men 18 to 26 for selective service. 217 to 199 Fox News. Foreigners will be excluded from this obligate. No, the fuck we not.
Foreigners will be excluded from this obligation. So basically, any illegal, right, that's in here without papers and stuff like that will be excluded from this obligation. Trust me, if an illegal has papers and he's got working papers in here, he's not excluded. They're talking about the ones without papers. But see, that's why a lot of people, be careful, like when you get that letter that knock, they're going to be recruiting the kids. That's why I told y'all, watch that movie Red Dawn. Like it tells you a lot. It's crazy as hell. I'm sitting here, I'm like, wow. I go to these meetings. I listen to the mayors. I listen to the senators. I listen to the judges. I listen to the lieutenants. I listen to the captains. Now we go in police district if y'all don't know what the heck I'm talking about. And I know what the hell is coming, but y'all don't want to listen. Like I'm sitting here telling y'all I got 1 foot in politics, 1 foot out of politics. Like that's why I don't want to put 2 feet in that shit because I'm not with this shit they doing.
No, the fuck we're not. Not my child. Not none of my kids. None of us. We're not going. This is your war that y'all started. This is some straight up bullshit. Y'all need to start speaking up about this because the United States is slowly trying to put Project 2025 in action. And this is one.
I keep telling you, and they're called projects. Go search them up. Y'all know that the Kanika Jenkins story is also part of a project. Yo, it's so much stuff. Like I've been talking about it, but for years, and I don't talk about it much because a lot of people that still talk about it still get their pages, clapped. And I'm not trying to get my page clapped on the Kanika Jenkins story, but I could speak on it a little bit. So, like I keep telling y'all, like there's all these projects, and we're in the middle of it and don't even know about it. But when people talk about it, what y'all want to say, you crazy, this is not happening. But if we're telling you, look, listen, man, we've been to these meetings and we're listening to what they're saying. They're asking for our opinions, our outputs, and this and that. But we still say no on certain things. What they do is they'll sit here, give us what we want, right? Like, for example, yesterday I did the live, right? And I was telling you about Cheryl Parker. Shout out to Mayor Cheryl Parker. Okay, she's doing her thing, right? But a lot of us have been fighting to not have these secret safe houses here in Philadelphia. Okay, y'all sat here, signed these bills, passed these laws, right? Gave us what we want when it comes to the housing, the Section 8s, helping the people with the Social Security and all this stuff, the elderly. Blah, let's keep going, right? Y'all gave us all of this, passed the bills, passed the laws, right? But sat here and screwed us because now, as a mayor, you have to put these safe houses. Now, the money that you're getting through funds and all this stuff, is going towards these clinics that y'all building instead of putting all these billions and billions of dollars towards our schools for better educating our kids. But people don't want to listen. It's like I keep telling y'all, look, it's to the point where a lot of us, the ones that are already united, are going to have to come together, try to find a way to, embrace our differences, buy some land or something. Hopefully we don't got differences like that, but everybody got differences. And buy some land, get some, build some properties, start some businesses. I mean, maybe I'm thinking wrong. But I got a hell of a lot of ideas where we could make a difference, but people don't want to listen. They say we can't. All I keep hearing from everybody are excuse after excuse after excuse. We can't do this because of this. We can't do this because of that. But there's more of us than there is them. But y'all don't want to hear me. Y'all don't want to hear me and the people that say it. Maybe I'm wrong. But like I said, it's an open panel. Anybody's more than welcome to, give their perspectives, give their opinions, and say what they want to say. Like we're here to bring solutions to the table, to bring awareness about the things that are happening around us.
One of the things where they're trying to force us into fighting in a war that they started. We're not going. You're going to have to put us all in jail. No, it won't be my child. Won't be none of my kids. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. And I'm not moving. I'm not going nowhere. You can't force nobody into no service.
But it's like Papa Doug says, we coming for you, yo. We coming. All our people, yo, our time is here. We coming. Y'all didn't hear this song? I'm going to play it in a second.
That they don't want to do. And I guarantee you try to put us at the front of that line, we telling them exactly where the fuck y'all at. We telling them all y'all secrets, everything. Y'all got us fucked up. This is the wrong generation. I don't know why y'all think y'all can tell our kids what the fuck to do, as if you gave birth to them, as if you're paying for them, as if you have to fucking feed them, as if y'all actually changed the laws to protect our kids against these pedophiles, but instead y'all created a safe haven for these pedophiles around our kids. Y'all wouldn't even change the gun laws to protect our kids and protect our lives. But you got the audacity to do this. I hope y'all paying close attention to the way this country is moving. They refuse to help the homeless. They refuse to help y'all pay y'all bills. They refuse to help y'all with them student loans. but they immediately and sneakily passed this bill overnight. While you lay and rest in your bed.
While they got us focused on all the other things, while they got us focused on the right, the left, who to hate, who to love.
I hope you are paying close attention, okay? And not to mention that, I hope and pray that their own kids end up on the front lines. Because it won't be my kids. We're not going to no fucking war. Good luck trying to scramble all the 18 to 26-year-olds.
I say the same shit. I ain't sending my son to war. He's not going to war. Yo, call me Griselda. Give me the orange suit and give me them beautiful bracelets. I'm going, listen, man. I'm fighting for my child. I don't know about y'all, but I'm fighting for my child. All right, hold on. Let me put the song on. Oh, blessings, young Riaz. Blessings. Give me 1 second, Riaz.
Okay.
Look, listen, man. This is what I was going to show y'all. I want y'all to listen to this, man. Because, shit, I ain't going to sit here and deny my roots. Haitian run through my veins. And guess what? We coming for all our people. I don't get tired of playing this song. Shout out to Pop.
But when I leave, you can remember.
It's your boy Papa Duck. Add this to your play.
Hold on, Riaz. After the song we talk. Hold on 1 second.
Add this to your play.
That they can do anything they want to us. We might not be.
Pay attention to the lyrics, guys.
I might be anywhere. But when I leave, you can remember I said with the last words on my lips that I am a revolutionary.
What I am. You have made me what I am.
What's her name? Her name Freedom. 400 years, I'm still waiting to meet her. 40 acres in a view. The government so full of shit, and black folk they so content. Still voting for the president. Gave you the Bible, say read it. You shoulda knew then. Ain't no white man gon' jump on no cross and come say your black ass. I'm sorry, bro. I ain't trying to come between your religions, but God gave you common sense for a reason. I pay attention. Planned Parenthood wanna stop us from reproducing, but they don't wanna stop the police for up and shooting. The food that we eat, the government know it's cancerous. Doctors get paid to put your ass on dialysis. Mama sick right now, I know you heard, but don't give her them pills, my nigga, give her them herbs. Chinese buying up land in Africa and Jamaica, acting like you sleep, my nigga, y'all better wake up. And Bill Gates, don't worry, cause we gon' get you too. Catch you at an interview, hit your ass with that whoop-de-woo. I'm Haitian, so won't need no vaccination. I just call on the gods and we can settle the all. You have gone and made such a fool. I'm so lost in your love. And oh, girl, we belong together. Won't you believe in my song? Let go. All my women, take a stand. Raise your right hand, never say that you don't need a man. Hell, we need each other. We need to stick together.
Tell 'em,
Only
Papa.
thing they gon' do is just turn against one another. Conspiracy and RICO, some shit that they don't wanna speak on. Niggas going to prison for fucking with them PPP loans. My dog at the crib, he happy, he got his stimulus. Saying to myself, this all y'all think a nigga worth? Get that shot in your arm, y'all must be crazy. When the same motherfuckers round here kidnapping babies, emasculating men, it quickly became a trend. Now they wearing tight pants, my niggas
Ain't lying, is he?
Robot artificial, go study what's humanism. Black folk showing up dead with their organs missing. You might not like it, but Trump and Joe Biden work for the same people, so please don't get excited. And Bill Gates, don't worry, cause we gon' get you too. Catch you at an interview, hit your ass with that whoop-de-woo. I'm Haitian, so won't need no vaccination. I just called on the gods and we can settle the all. You have gone and made such a fool. I'm so lost
in your love. And oh, girl, we belong together. Won't you believe in my song? My love. There's so many ways.
It's your boy Papa Dub. Just know we coming for you.
Let me hold you in my arms.
For all the children that y'all took from us.
All the children they
all
took
the
from
slaves,
us.
all the lost souls.
All the slaves, all the lost souls.
We coming.
We coming.
I did this here for the ancestors. We coming.
He did that one there for the ancestors, yo, for the ancestors. And I can't deny the Haitian blood runs through my vein, and I don't get tired of saying it, and I'm proud of it. I don't claim to be a Puerto Rican or nothing. I know where my roots are. I know that the language I'm supposed to be speaking is Arawak. Like, come on, man. When is we going to be woke? Some is woke. You know what the crazy part is? They're not awake. That's the problem. That's the problem. Blessings, young Riaz. Blessings. How you doing?
I'm doing good though. Yeah, no, I'm doing good to be honest. And you're right though, actually though. You know, actually though, when you actually mentioned that, I went and researched it in, and I found out though recently. I've been told that anyway. That people that I know, they told me that they're gonna do that national conscripted national service. They're gonna do that, and I figured out. Actually, you know what? In 1941, they actually, it was mandatory, but they ended that in 1963, and they're trying to bring it back.
Yeah. It's like the Jim Crow laws, a whole lot of stuff they're bringing back, and people don't realize that. Like, they're bringing so many things back that a lot of people fought for, and they're doing it while we're asleep, while they're hypnotizing us, while they're doing all these things in front of us. And we're thinking that is a game. We're thinking, no, this is just a movie. Why? Because y'all living in the movies while the movies are coming to life. Listen,
Yep, so
watch.
true.
This is why I
Yeah,
love, like they say, hate all white people. Now let me ask y'all a question: should we hate all white people or only the white liberals? Pay attention to this, because this is a white man that's been bringing awareness to us for years. This man almost got killed because he was bringing awareness to us. Literally, like literally, people say, "Oh, he's not from the streets. He's not this. Why is he rapping? Blah 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 blah. All this stuff. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't know what he's rapping about. Why? Because he's white." But listen, pay attention. This is America, homie. If you don't like it, you can leave. Shout out to Tyler Perry. So, what's your opinion, Riaz? Because like people don't want to believe it, but the UK and the United States go hand in hand.
I agree though, actually. You're right though, actually. Because basically, whatever happens in America will happen to the UK also.
Whatever
And that's
happens
how
in
I've been.
happens in America.
Yep, it's the same to same. They basically connect. They share not just culture, share the law as well. If the law is there, it'll come here and there. So they trade it back and forth.
That's a fact. So, like, my whole thing is, so many people worried about the president, about what he's doing, when at the end of the day, we need to focus on these legislative laws that are happening, and those are done by the mayors, the senators, the same people that I go to these meetings and talk to I think here in Philly is every 3 to 4 months, something like that. Like, if we have a meeting in September, our next meeting won't be until like November or December. So it's like every 3 to 4 months, something like that we have the meetings here. So
Yeah.
they have a lot of meetings around, they do them like in the schools, like over here is in Esperanza. They'll do them in the police district. They'll also do them in the school district. So there's so many places that we can go to these meetings, but people are so worried about, fighting each other, hating each other, arguing with each other, coming on social media, doing things that they're not even, capable of doing on real life. Because I feel as though that a lot of the stuff that happens here on social media is because people come on this John to do things that they can't do in real life, and they feel more comfortable. But to me, it's just crazy.
Trains.
Hold on. Oh, I can't stop it.
Trains that use the power of Dell AI
You gonna make me play
and
the whole
Intel,
ad?
clearing the way
Oh, I'm getting my premium
so
back.
you
I keep
arrive
I'm not
exactly
fooling
where
around.
you
My baby
belong.
pop changed my premium today.
Yeah.
Let me pause it. But on some real shit, like we live on an era that has gotten soft, not just with men, but also with women. Like we can't give our opinions, we can't speak our perspectives. Somebody can't tell their story without getting made fun of. If a man speaks up and says I've been touched or I've been molested and I felt uncomfortable with it, he's made a meme. Like, come on, man. Like these things are becoming out of pocket, out of control. What is we gonna do about it? We just gonna keep sitting down waiting for the man to come and save us. Y'all do know that there's no man with a cape coming to save us. If we want some differences made, some changes done, we're gonna have to get up. We're gonna have to stand up and let our voices be heard, especially when it comes to our kids. Our kids' voices is us. And what's crazy is we're so busy sitting here disrespecting each other, hating each other, not realizing that we're what we're doing is making ourselves being more divided.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
instead of learning how to embrace our differences.
Yeah, I agree though. Also with me as well, like I actually noticed as well. So if I promote real music and stuff, real rap music though, basically in the shorts and stuff, I don't get as much. But I do basically street based, I know I get more. So I just go with what the people want though. So I'm grateful for whoever spot me, but you get what I mean though? I just go with what gains the most. So if that's what everyone wants though, then I just give them what they want, you know?
Blessing Sophia Yatu
Sassy.
Sese
You can,
Sassy.
yeah.
Okay,
I
blessings.
call her Safia. Her name's Safia.
Blessings, George and Bosco. Blessings to y'all. Can't handle the truth. Good morning, Ria. Stopping through, showing support. Thank y'all. Can't handle the truth. Oh, we co-streaming. I ain't even realized that. I'm like, wait, who are these people? We
Oh yeah.
co-streaming. Blessings to everybody. Okay.
Yeah, that's the first time actually you and me have actually done that though.
Oh, I don't
I
mind
actually
it. It's good.
decided, no, I know, but that's the first time I actually felt like I wanted to, you know?
Blessings, daughter
Before
of
I wa-
Zion. Blessings, SBK. You know, you can shout your people out if you want. You don't have to.
Okay. I
Yeah.
just, see how it goes. I was just waiting for, while they were playing, I was just waiting. Like, I actually did talk to him and stuff. I'm grateful for him, though. Thanks for everyone for coming, though. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so blessings to everybody in the chat. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for showing support, especially showing. Damn, okay, Riaz, you doing good. Okay, young boy. I'm proud of you, yo. I'm really proud of you.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, but we need to wake up on some real shit and stop acting like little kids on social media. Like, hey, look, I love the roasting, I love the comedy, I love the jokes, I love music, I love all that stuff. But people come on here and take shit overboard. And what's crazy is my opinion shouldn't bother the next person. The next person's opinion shouldn't bother me. We shouldn't be bringing each other down. If anything, we should be uplifting each other. Like the elderly should stop acting like crazy people on this John. And it's not all of them. It's just some of them. And what's crazy is the sum is overpowering the elderly they have a message on this John that are, doing what they gotta do or want to do. Like it's too much bullshit. So shout out to Tom McDonald's because like I said before, yo, he got he almost, he wasn't, we wouldn't be seeing him here today if he wouldn't have kept fighting because they wanted him gone. And that's not a
Yeah.
lie. He sings it on one of his songs. Like he raps it out. Like he exposed so much to the point where they didn't want him here. Like he had to watch for his life.
Oh, wow. Pretty much, though, I suggest you check out this guy. His name is Low Key. He's a UK artist, but he's a Palestinian, though. His name's Low Key.
If you leave the link on the thing, I could put it on my playlist. You gotta leave me the
Okay.
link.
I type his name, though, and you can find him because I can't do that. I'm currently up here, you know?
Oh, okay. Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna have to find it. Let me play this song so y'all can hear another song called. This song is called Exposure, and I want y'all to hear what Tom McDonald says. And it's true. Is listen, when I come on this platform, and I go to certain panels, I'm sitting here. I'm like, it's crazy how a person gets offended for an opinion, and I'm sitting here. I'm like, this is social media. Like at the end of the day, like the like people are expecting people, and I'm a warrior saying this. Like if I know that I'm going to be on social media, I'm not going to be on certain panels that sit here and trigger me. I can't. The best way is I got the option. It's social media, right? I got the power in my hand. I can clip off. I can, the same way I can click on. I can log off the same way I log on. I can get out the same way I come on. There's always an exit everywhere you go, whether it's out here in real life, which you got a real door, you open, you close it, you can get the fuck out, right? The same way you come in. Well, on social media, you can log off the same way you log in. So it's crazy how people are using social media for like a safe space, for a safe haven, which is not really possible. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but this is coming from a warrior. And I know that there's a lot of warriors around me saying and asking the same thing. And we're noticing how people are using certain things as a crutch, from mental illness to sexual abuse. Two serious things that a lot of people should not be playing with on here. But it's done. Young Ria's hopped off. Oh shit, I didn't even notice that Ria's hopped off. All right, blessings, Riaz. Hope you have a good day. But I want y'all to hear this song real quick, right? And then we're gonna play 2 more videos. I'm logging off this John because I'm already 2 hours into this, almost 2 hours into it. I'm an hour and 58 minutes. And I want to thank everybody who shows support. And if y'all can, please share the stream. And, if y'all want to hit that like button, y'all more than welcome, but y'all don't have to. The dislike button is there too for those of y'all that, y'all ain't gotta agree. And I'm not everybody's cup of tea. But what I'm here for is to bring awareness, to bring resolutions to the table, nothing more, nothing less. Like, let's have some fun. Like I said, whenever I get monetized, I'll bring back the games. I'll give out cash prizes and rewards and stuff like that, like our hoodies, shirts, caps, and stuff like that. So I do give rewards like that. But I got to get back on my feet on that part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it when I get monetized. So shout out to everybody that is supporting and is coming together to bring awareness to these things. And hopefully, one day we can actually do something and, get the right laws passed and the right people into office, or buy some land and start our own little communities and stuff like that. But like I said, if Shorty has a lot to say when it comes to these politics things, I got a hell of a lot of good ideas, to the point where people say run for mayor. But if I put both feet into politics, I feel like I'm leaving behind the kids. I want to show the world that these things could be done when it comes to our youth. Like, what's crazy is I see a lot of the adults being messier than what these kids are. If anything, these kids is just following behavior. So that shows me one thing, that the leaders of our communities need to get it together and give respect to those elders, right, that are coming in, right? Because all our real elders are not here no more. So you got those people that are in their mid-40s and their 50s, mid-50s and their 60s, right, that are stepping up to the plate. You know how when the king and queen goes, there's another king and queen coming up? Well, we got to respect these new elders that are coming in, giving us, that talking to us, giving us advice, letting us know, look, listen, man, I walk through these trenches. I'm only talking to you to give you advice. You could take it or you could leave it. Because advice, you take it or you leave it. A lot of people are not on here trying to tell you what to do. They're just giving you some advice and bringing you awareness. Like, look, listen, man, I see where your path is going, because I walk them trenches you're trying to walk right now. But a lot of us, for some reason, we've been taught so much hate. We've been divided so bad to the point where we don't want to hear nothing, because we think we could just do everything on our own. And it's not that you can't do nothing on your own. It's that sometimes we just need to listen and take that advice. And that's a fact. That's how some people are here on social media. They'll sit here and judge and criticize the people that are trying to do something, bring awareness, be positive. They hiding behind their keyboards thinking they doing something. But in reality, y'all fear what we doing. Like, that's the crazy part. Yo, shout out to Tom McDonald, because he's one of the ones that inspired me to write these. In the land of the free, laws guide our way, but some turn a blind eye, letting warriors sway. Knowledge is power, in rights we find might. As civilians, it's crucial to stand up and fight. Justice is served when we know what's at stake. Ignoring our laws leaves room for mistake. Warriors defend us with all their might, but as civilians, we must also shine light. To uphold our freedom, to keep justice in sight, we must educate ourselves on what's wrong and what's right. Let's not sit idle while warriors bear the load. As civilians, let's rise and share the same code. And that's what I've been trying to say for a minute. Like, yo, we got to share the same code. We got to learn how to share, embrace our own differences. Like that poem is called Laws and Rights. That's what I call, like, I got the second book coming out. Like on my second book, I'm gonna have a lot of random poems like this, along with, the names of YouTubers that have inspired me, to write poems and stuff like that. And YouTubers that have, showing me that there are people out here that don't deserve respect. So I do got some, little poems out here for people that, have done some fucked up shit. Like I'm not gonna curse you out. I'm not a rapper, so I'm not gonna rap. But I will sit here and give some poetic justice to something someone said. And what's crazy is, shout out to Tom McDonald once again. Here's another poem that he inspired me to write. It's called Who Am I? Who Are You? In the eyes of the world, we may seem apart, but deep down inside, we share the same heart. You may judge me by my outward view, but I know my worth and where I'm going to. Who am I? Who are you? Beneath the skin, we are one. No matter how you see me, our souls have just begun. Don't let appearances deceive your sight. I know my purpose, and I'll shine bright. Down in the surface, we both bleed red. No need for judgment or words left unsaid. I know who I am and where I stand tall. Facts, right? If we could only take it to back in the days, yo, this poem is called Remember Back Then. Running through fields, laughter in the air, hand in hand without a single care. Skin colors varied, but heartbeats as one. Innocence and friendship shining like the sun. Playing games until the daylight fades. No judgments made, no need for barricades. Different shades of skin blending in unity. Childhood bliss, a pure community. Time has passed, but memories remain of a time when differences were not a chain. Let's hold on to that childhood song where love was a melody all along. So yeah, it's so much going on that, like, to me, I feel like we need to get a grip. Like for those on here, I don't think I got the. Let me see. Mental health is a crutch on here. Do I have it? No, I don't have mental health as a crutch. But look, listen, man. Like a shorty's on here. Like I said before, we trying to get these kids off these streets because in reality, a lot of y'all old heads keep telling them that it's okay for them to be in the trap. When in reality, nah, man, that's not how they become a boss. Like for real, for real. Like we keep throwing our kids out to the wolves. And what do you think is gonna happen when you throw? Like just picture it. If you was thrown out to the wolves, how you gonna come back? You gonna come back scared, or you gonna come back leading the pack? Because if I'm thrown out to the wolves, I'm coming back leading the pack. And what do you think these kids are gonna do? They're gonna come back leading the pack. In the trap, you'll get lost, thinking you the boss, not realizing that the streets are the game. Once you've come up, you should have got out, but you got greedy and lost your luck. In the cycle of crime and deceit, now your downfall is all but concrete. The streets don't forgive, they just take, leaving you broken, no escape. From the consequences of your actions in the trap, there are no fractions. And that's a fact. While we're stuck here in this life right now, like this poem says, figuring it out. Heartbeats not scared, memories flashing like a slideshow. Feels like all my hopes are crushed, but I'll keep moving forward. Lost in the darkness, searching for a ray of light. Trying to mend what's broken, holding on to what's left inside. Through the pain and tears, I'll find my strength within, rising from the ashes to rebuild and start again. And that's what I'm working hard on, trying to show these kids that there's a right way. Because what these kids are being taught right now, boy, let's watch a couple more videos and then I'm gonna end this live. But yeah, as y'all can see, there's a lot of people on here that are woke. Are we waking up too late? Are we waking up on time? Like, what is we gonna do? What are we gonna do as we the people? Because we the people is not a cult. We the people has to do with our laws and our rights. We're the ones, we the people are the ones that go in there and we make them changes as we the people.
It took me 15 years to realize there is a different big bird in every country.
Yo, y'all know that I always thought that the yellow big bird was always Big Bird. I never no, I saw this the green big bird, right? But I thought that he was like in like the version they had in Puerto Rico only, like, right? But listen to this, the bull not lying. I went and did my research when I saw this video.
I was showing a friend Sesame Street.
Like, if y'all from different countries, right? If y'all from different states or different cities and stuff like that, from wherever you are, do you have a different big bird than the yellow big bird? Because I always knew the yellow big bird, and I did see the green big bird at different times, but they don't really look like Big Bird. They look like different big birds. So, like, yeah, I was curious, and I did go through my research, and it's crazy how every city, every country has their own big bird. I never knew that.
Street, and he asked me why Big Bird wasn't green. It's because it's an American version. Check this out. This is Pinot.
Pinot. Like, I gotta go see Whoopi. Whoopi! Wait, is it Whoopi? Is it Whoopi? I think it is Whoopi. Whoopi! You from the Netherlands, right? Whoopi? You from the Netherlands? Yo, if you come across this live, right, and you make it this far, Whoopi, right? Like, is this how your big bird looks over there? I just want to know, like, fuck Google. I want to ask people from the actual, from where they at. Like, I know Whoopi's from the Netherlands. So, like, I'm going to ask her when I see her. I got to ask her if her big bird is called Pinot. Like, I'm curious if y'all see these big birds and you from this country or from this state, like, let a shorty know, like, does the big bird really look like this over there?
He is from the Netherlands. He speaks Dutch. This is Abelardo Montoya. He is from Mexico.
Oh, see, he from
Breaking news.
Hey.
It took me 15 years to realize there is a Sesame Street, and he asked me why Big Bird.
I apologize for that. Damn, it took me back. I'm mad. It took me out. But let's watch it. And I'm sorry. Damn.
Wasn't green. It's because it's an American version. Check this out. This is
Netherlands. Pinot.
He is from the Netherlands. He speaks Dutch. This is Abelardo Montoya. He is from Mexico. He speaks
Alejandro.
Spanish. This is Takada. He is.
So Takada is from France, and he's a white big bird. Don't they look like the Angry Birds? Yo, watch as you see each bird. Tell me they don't look like the Angry Birds.
From France. He speaks French. This is really interesting. This is Caponata. She is from Spain.
So this big bird is from Spain. Yo, I swear these birds remind me of Angry Birds.
He also speaks Spanish.
Look at this creepy Brazil one. Like, yo, each one reminds me of an Angry Bird character on some real shit.
Hi, Garibaldo.
This
one scares me.
He's from France.
Anyways, look at all the other ones. This is Pupas. This is Minicue.
Yo, all these big birds, I did not know.
They made them all cousins to teach kids diversity. It took me 15 years to realize.
Oh, so they made all the kids cousins to teach diversity. Let's see what the comments say. Let me see. I remember the Mexican one. Yeah, see, I thought he was from Puerto Rico. See, we can't judge a book by its cover. I was little. I didn't know. I remember the Mexican one. There was a show called Plaza Sésamo that aired in America. See, and it aired here too in the early 2000s. But in PR, they were giving that show for the longest. Plaza Sésamo was before they had that shit there in the 90s, in the 80s too. I think it was the 90s, if I'm not mistaken. Probably the 90s. I'm being extra with saying the 80s. Barrio Sésamo sounds like a street you will get mugged in. I only knew about the Spanish version because I would watch it all the time. That's what I'm saying. Like, I only knew about the Spanish version, and I just thought that they changed the whole, script and everything. But no. I seen both English and Spanish and never paid attention to. Right, that's what I'm saying. That French bird is terrifying. Yeah, the blue one is very ugly, creepy looking. Plaza Sésamo. Yeah, that's what they used to call it. Plaza Sésamo. What do they have different Barneys too? I wonder, right? I'm about to look it up and see if they got different Barneys. I know the purple dinosaur. This is the craziest thing I've learned in a while. Like, what? Here before this goes viral. What? What does viral got to do with anything, weirdo? There's technology. One big bird, rest have different names. So there is only one big bird because each and every one of them got different names. That's another thing. Like y'all peeped how they all got different names. There's only in reality one big bird, and it's the yellow one. The one we all know in America. I gotta say it like that because I didn't know there were so many like that. They talking about they made them different colors and shit. I'm from Mexico, but only knew about the Brazil only because in Brazil the TV was not censored. Huh? So you never seen that episode? Yep, I grew up with Albelero. 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 My childhood was the best because Albelero, but we moved to. Let me see this. I gotta go to YouTube. Hold up. We're going to YouTube real quick. Hold up. So the only one. Wait a minute.
Ready to bring your brand into the real world? Shopify is ready for that too. With a retail.
Okay. Let's see. I forgot the other guy's name. Oh my god, what are their names? Let me go back. Pinot. All right. Let's look up Pinot. Oh shit. Let's see what Pinot is about.
Nou, ik weet het niet. Piet! Ja. Piet, kom! Oh, daar heb ik een knobbel voor.
Ernie, ik zit liever hier en lees mijn boek.
Mijn oor zegt hoor en mijn oog zegt zoek.
Ach,
Yeah. They got different
ik had weer...
I want to see Pinot. Where's Pinot at?
Nee. Niet 2 of 10 heeft hij er, nee.
I didn't even know that they changed all the big birds at one point. That is crazy, yo. Oh snap. You learn something new every day, yo. They do got different big birds. Get the but they did it allegedly to create diversity. So I just suggest y'all do your own research. Don't go by what a shorty is saying. That is crazy. Different big birds, yo. Damn.
Listen here, America. For those who don't know, this was already mandatory.
And like I said earlier, once again, here we go. Yo, this is going viral on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, any app you go into. House passes defense bill automatically registering men 18 to 26 for draft. At least he's got the picture so people could understand.
They just made it automatic now. I mean, if you're a millennial male, chances are your ass got registered and you ain't even know it. You thought you was subscribing to ESPN magazine and your ass didn't declare for the draft.
Hey.
So that being said, this bill shouldn't even really have y'all tripping for real. But what got me tripping is the idea of Gen Z going to war.
What?
You see, America, I think you need to just pull the idea of a draft off the table altogether because it's not going to be what you think it's going to be. You see, us millennials were already hard-headed, but Gen Z is like us on our worst day. They real manure stompers, which means they really stepping on shit and don't give a damn about authority. Not from parents, teachers, bosses, officers, nobody. And I've always been taught the art of war is like,
yo, I'm lost, right, when it comes to the Gen Z, because we got the Generation X, then we got the Gen Zs, we got the millennials. So like, oh my God, like which one is which? Like, I'm born in 89. Which one am I considered? I know I'm stuck in between two generations. Shit. Is the Generation X our parents? Or is it us? Like, because, 18 to 26, he's talking about the Gen Z and we're the millennials. How in the world are we the millennials? Listen, I'm a little, like that little John right there, that little phrase. If somebody could explain it to me, please do. Because I'm tired of being lost in the sauce.
a game of chess. Well, this is the gaming era. They playing 2K. All they know how to do is flick the trigger to shoot. So once again, you can't rule the reckless. Having a team full of crash outs is a recipe for disaster. But it don't stop there. This is also a boom on anime. So you're going to have that one person try to walk to the front line while under attack talking about, don't worry, I got this. Here it is. And this is also the era of social anxiety and depression.
Hey,
you're going to have people isolating themselves from their own damn camp. You're going to be outnumbered. Like, come on, bro. And last but not least, don't even get me started on the YouTubers and the live streamers. They're going to be trying to prank you mid-war. Talk about, it's a prank, it's a prank. You're going to be fighting two wars at once, America.
Yo, this shit is crazy. America. He ain't lying. I keep telling people, man, look, listen. If it came time for war, boy, we be dying like flies because we ready for war. We ready. Believe it or not, we ready for war. But we so divided that right in the middle of war, our distractions would take place.
Ever since Barack...
Yo, real shit, I ain't lying. Listen, the shit that I'm seeing people do around here is shout out and crazy. Let me see. They don't talk about us, only when there's a crime. Would you believe me if I was to tell you that in this world, with or without money, we're all rich, even the poor? The problem is those that say that I'm reaching out to give a hand and stay they leeching hands is itching, ready to see you missing. Well, thinking what to write, something inside me told me I can freestyle or I can rap. I can go with a rhythm that can make you dance. Tell you what I see on a daily, tell you everything's okay just to avoid dilemma. Or I can simply bring you something positive to the table and warn you of the ongoing problems that we're having. Instead, I have to reach out to my conscience once again as I watch the crime and the violence rise and the kids lose their innocence. Now the concept of forming a home day by day loses its essence. They don't want to hear that. I can't keep my arms crossed in front of the system. If I don't do something, I'm also part of the problem. As guilty as the one that pulls the trigger, like the person in the crowd that hits the record button on their phone to expose a lie instead of the truth for clout. They need 1,000 views. The government doesn't have a solution. The problem started when we took God out the equation. The problem ain't us celebrating. The problem is that we're a nation divided when we should be a nation united and praying. That's how we live today. When problems occur, we come up with a meaning. Laugh a little, move on with no care in the world, as if it ain't even a thing in this world. If it's like this today, I don't want to see the future. Because nowadays, they'll make a meme out of a person that can't even see the day of light no more. What makes you think they care? They can't even break bread at the table. I don't know how you want to be rappers and lyricists can go on with life, living on an illusion of nothing good to write. Talking about killing someone, selling drugs with pride, until the scripts are flipped and it's someone you love dies. Right? This ain't solved by activating the National Guards and going behind bars. This is deep, this is me and you. And they say as time pass by, we'll heal everything. Shit, you know these scars? I seen time flash by and never felt everything. Leaving me on standby, ready to kill everything. So unless you walk a mile in my shoes, don't say anything. Just take a minute and listen so you can consume everything. Me and you are not the same, so make sure you look both ways when you cross me, and that's on everything. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for the purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Fair use allows limited use of copyrighted material without permission from the copyright holder for purposes such as criticism, parody, news reporting, research, and scholarships and teaching. Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on this video or any video, including the Writers for Life Brings You to Let's Talk About It podcast, do not reflects on the opinions of y'all shorty Racheal and the members of the Writer for Life podcast. Everything we talk about is allegedly and is our opinion. Our videos are not recommended for minors. Everything we talk about and do is meant for educational purposes and also entertainment. Please keep in mind that the majority of our videos are for educational purposes only. This world is crazy. I would say shady. Ironic, right? Nowadays, you can't trust no one. When you do, niggas be having their panties all in a bunch, thinking that they own one. Saying the things that you accomplished in life is theirs and that you owe them one. Apologize for that. I had to go use the bathroom real quick. I ain't messing my bladder up for no 2-hour live because I passed the 2-hour limit. My alarm clock been sounded off twice already. But let's play these little videos and get off this John.
And Michelle Obama made that movie Leave the World Behind. Ever since Barack and Michelle Obama made that movie Leave the World Behind, I started to research this man.
Oh, yes. And by the way, for those of y'all that didn't know, the Obamas were not just presidents. The Obamas were also producers in movies. Yes. For those of y'all that are curious and didn't know, Obama and Michelle, whatever his name is, his first name, Obama and Michelle both have produced movies. They've made movies. They wrote the scripts and everything.
Ever since Barack and Michelle Obama made that movie Leave the World Behind, I started to research this man. And I'm starting to think that he could be the Antichrist. When he was running for president, his slogan was, "Yes, we can." But I found...
So this is his opinion, his conclusion. Like I'll be telling y'all, this is my opinion, my conclusion. This is his opinion, his conclusion.
The video of "Yes, we can" reverse, and it means "Thank you, Satan." It's a lot of spiritual teachers that really believe that Obama is the Pharaoh Akhenaten. And I ain't gonna lie, once I started doing research and looking at this man's face, he looked just like him. Akhenaten was the 10th Egyptian guy. He created a new religion, and this religion was all about worshiping the sun, or the sun disk. The reason why I use the word sun disk, because I want people to understand what's really going on. Ever since they made that sun simulator, this whole planet been different. That's why you hear so many religion people say they are waiting for the return of the sun, but not Jesus, the sun simulator. Once they put this sun simulator back into the sky, this was a message for Akhenaten. All you had to do was look at the photos. It's damn near identical. They always say it's nothing new under the sun. Everything that happened back in Egypt is happening right now. The movie Leave the World Behind, it was a big sign letting you know who these people really are. All of their predictions in that movie is coming true right now. So who told them about this? Did you?
That movie is a good movie. And if y'all don't know the movie, if y'all haven't watched that movie, Leave the World Behind, I suggest y'all go watch it. Boy, speaking facts with opinions. He is speaking facts with opinions. So I am letting y'all know. That's why I play my little disclaimer. Because at the end of the day, we are giving some facts, but a lot of the stuff we are saying is opinions. There are opinions.
You know that all presidents from the United States is related. They have the same bloodline. I find it real funny when they get on TV and they want to debate each other and bring each other down. They are all one big ass family. The same bloodline that controls this world right now is the same bloodline that existed back in Egypt. Obama is Akhenaten. Ever since Barack and Michelle Obama made that movie,
I suggest for a lot of y'all, research, re-educate yourselves, and because the man is speaking a lot of facts on what he's saying, about the God and about the sun and all that stuff. Now, everything else he's saying is his opinion. It's right along with it, and he's entitled to it. Now, let's see what they say in the comments. They say they act like they're against each other, but they are all in it together. That's a fact. Both Democrat and Republicans are really the same party. They work for the same man. He is a part of the hitting family they didn't tell you about, who really runs this planet. I mean, they do say that a lot, but it's allegedly. He running things in office right now. Laugh out loud. They funny as shit. Michelle looks like Queen Ty. OMG. He is a fallen angel. Yo, all presidents, but Trump has the same. No, Trump is related to Abraham Lincoln and I forgot who else. So I mean, I think y'all should do y'all research. Trump is related to Abraham Lincoln, if I'm not mistaken, George Washington Carver. Like y'all gotta do y'all research.
Never let the family that you came from damage the family that comes from you. Listen to that again, friend.
And that's true. Yo, I don't want nobody to take offense to that. I'm gonna give my opinion on this, right? And then I'm gonna get off this, John. I'm gonna give my opinion on this, and I'm gonna get off this, John, right? She said, never let the family, right, that you were born into damage the family that you create, right? There are families out here, right, that can't let their families, move on, make their families. It's like, all right, there are, it's hard to put down into words, but there are families that do bring their own families down. Like, instead of helping, lending a hand, doing what they say they're going to do, they don't. That's why, let me see if I got the poem right here. Is it this one? This world is crazy. I would say shady. Ironic, right? Nowadays, you can't trust no one. When you do, niggas be having their panties all in a bunch, thinking that they own one. Saying the things that you accomplished in life is theirs and that you owe them one. Nowadays, your friends turn into enemies, and your family members are your biggest haters. Can't see you accomplished anything. What's even more crazy is that they say as time passed by, it will heal everything. I seen time flash by and it revealed everything, leaving me on standby, ready to kill everything. Alone in the mirror saying, girl, you're everything. You don't need for anything, shorty. So if you haven't walked a mile in my shoes, take a minute and listen so you can consume everything. Me and you are not the same, so make sure that when you cross me, you look both ways, and that's on everything. But yeah, like it's too many family members turning into your enemies, your friends turning into your haters, or the other way around, family members turning into haters, and too many friends turning into enemies. Like either way you want to look at it, not everybody that rides with you is for you. So that was the whole purpose of that message. So shout out to them. I want to thank all of y'all, that showed up and showed a shorty support, rocked out with a shorty. And I'm about to end this live, but I'm going to leave y'all with Tom McDonald again. Oh, wait, you know what? I'm going to leave y'all with this song that Riaz told me. Shout out to Riaz. He be having some good-ass songs. So I'm going to play this song. This is what we're going to end this live on, because y'all heard Tom McDonald already. So let's see what Riaz, is promoting out here. Shout out to Riaz. Shout out to Riaz. The name of the song is called Low Key by Palestine Will Never Die. Palestine Will Never Die. Official music video. Shout out to Riaz. Shout out to Young Riaz, yo. Like that song was deep. It was powerful. It was as deep as Tom McDonald's lyrics, yo. Shout out to Riaz. Thank you everybody for coming through, showing the shorty support. Damn, man. I hope all of y'all have a blessed and humble morning. Continue to have a blessed and humble day. Go enjoy y'all day. Do something, productive. Enjoy y'all day. Till next time, this y'all shorty Rachel.